we are live here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall for the UBL Grand Finals. UTS taking on University of Melbourne. Thank you for joining us on what is going to be a great matchup here on a Wednesday night. I'll be Garen Cordian, and alongside me is
James Milan. It's great to be here. I mean, what a game we have on our hands here, Garen. This is the ultimate challenge for both these teams. They've made it through what was a gauntlet of a year, a long and grueling UBL season. I mean, important to keep in mind, so many of these players don't just play UBL, but they play Big V, they play Waratah League, they play NBL 1, but they are firmly focused on this game this evening between the University of Melbourne and the University of Technology Sydney. Garen, we know what this UTS team is like. I mean, of course, we are the home commentators, but they did make the grand final last year. And, so they'll be raring to go and looking for a bit of revenge. Meanwhile, the University of Melbourne, a star-studded lineup indeed, Garen. And who do we have suiting up for the home UTS team?
Yeah, for the home UTS team, at number 2, Harry Borhausen. Angus Lake, you know what he can do from behind the arc, stretches the floor, can drive in. Aaron Waban, also a three-point marksman last game, hit some bang-bang threes early. Really lit it up, really caught fire. Hunter Nichols, the marksman from behind the arc, aggressive off the catch. Matt Payne, coming off the bench, binging Payne. Alexander Higgins, Teacher, the pogo stick. Bouncy as ever in that dunker spot, can really operate from all angles. Tasman Parnell at number 8. At number 9, Tom Buvak to the rack attack. Benjamin Baston at number 13. At 14, Milan Svetanotsky, also a danger player. And your coaching staff, Nabil Billy Saraf at the head coach, assistant coaches, Spiro Stamatatos and Miles Bench. And the team manager, Christopher Savage. James, who we got from Melbourne?
Well, as I was saying, Garen, this is an absolutely stacked University of Melbourne team. And one thing to keep in mind is the University of Melbourne, unlike a lot of New South Wales and Queensland universities, actually has a team in the Big V competition. So a lot of these players also play Big V as well as UBL for the University of Melbourne. So there's a lot of experience out on the court for the University of Melbourne. Starting with number 5 of Josh McNally, he's going to be starting today. Number 7, Will Brune. Number 11, Charlie Cumberland. Number 12, Joel Rhymes, and he is the captain, Garen. He's definitely one to watch out for, Joel Rhymes. He's been torching it this season in UBL and in Big V as well, averaging around 20 points in both competitions. Number 13, Jackson Bennett. Number 14, Zahan Wiggett. Zahan Wiggett. There's also another big danger player as well, one of their leading scorers.
16, 17 points a game. There you go.
Also out there, and most likely starting, number 15, Kai Garno. Number 16, coming off the bench, you got Ben Fuster. Number 17, Cooper Eves. And number 18, Matt Roseby.
Wow.
And Garen, we know who they're coached by, Sean King, the big, bad, bustling American. Sounding more Aussie these days, but he
sitting on his throne currently.
Yeah.
Sitting on his throne, observing the warm-ups and seeing the matchups here and what's going to be a spicy matchup. As we know, UTS likes to push it in transition. They're a really pacey team in transition, like to run and gun, especially with guys like Higgins, Teacher and Angus Lake.
And Garen, who do we have refereeing today in this UBL Grand Final?
The young Louis Brockwell, looking handsome
young
as ever.
gun. Getting
the ranks here for the finals. Andrew Cummings and yours familiar, Matt Sirigodes. Also refs at the other UBL, the Ultimate Basketball League. So reffing here for the University Basketball League. Here at the beautiful Ross Melbourne Sports Hall with the sandstone backdrop, the infamous and packed for finals matchup, James.
Yeah, I mean, the place is electric here. And big shout out to the University of Melbourne fans, or should we say University of Melbourne. Sorry, Garen. And for any Victorians listening, we have extremely strong New South Wales accents. So sorry if we mispronounced Melbourne incorrectly. And meanwhile, for the home team, Garen, this UTS, I mean, they finished at the top of the table at the end of the season. Alexander Higgins-Stitch is definitely the man to watch out for. But a sharpshooter off the bench, Harry Borhausen. Now, maybe he doesn't appear in the box score that much, but he really steps up when the moment counts. He was such a big player in that UCID-UTS matchup. They went into overtime. And meanwhile, for the University of Melbourne, we were talking about Joel Rhymes a little earlier. A former Diamond Valley Eagles NBL 1 player, now playing at Melbourne Uni in the Big V. was the 2017 Big V Youth League MVP, 2021 Male Student
go.
Athlete of the Year, and also Big V MVP last year.
Like dimes is Joel Rhymes, and Rhymes, yeah, and what a great matchup, and also Wiggett. I think someone you spoke about that can really stretch the floor at times.
Dan Wiggett, I mean, he's really done it all, Garen. Trinity Grammar School tore up in his high school career, and now doing the same in NBL1 and Youth League for the Nunawading Spectres. So big shout out to the Spectres. Always run great tournaments down there. In the heartland, they call it, Southeast Melbourne. So within 2 minutes 20 of the grand final starting, for this UTS team, Garen, what are going to be the keys to push them over the edge to get that championship?
Well, for the king in the throne running this squad here from Melbourne Uni or University of Melbourne, it's going to be, can they set the tempo early? It's an away game, but they like to run at their own pace. Don't let UTS force you to rush your sets. Play it patient, look for those driving kicks. A lot of capable scorers, as we have 2 or 3 players averaging about 17, 18 points a game. They like to play their starters heavy minutes. They rely on their starters. Whereas UTS really likes to use their full 9, 10 players, their deep bench, their very deep bench. So look to see UTS sort of wear them out a little bit in transition, get fresh legs on, and really up this tempo. Here in this fiery Ross Melbourne Sports Hall. And for anyone, any of you tuning in, thank you for tuning in. We've been waiting for this moment, and
we have been. What a privilege.
Yeah, and the women are also taking action to go follow Sydney Uni. But what's happening here is electricity, energy, and ecstatic vibes.
Yeah, the sun may have gone down, but I mean, it's still bright, hot in here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall. We're within a minute of getting this UBL Grand Final Grand Final underway. It's the 3rd season of UBL this season, and it's been an absolute ripper. UTS, as we were saying earlier, Garen, top team in the competition, but Melbourne University, such a quality outfit as well. So really, it's anyone's game, and anything can happen in a grand final. Last year, UTS just went out to USID, so they'll be looking to redeem themselves. And
Connect 4, and at 4, Aaron Waban, alongside Angus Lake, Alexander Higgins Teacher, at number 9, Tom Buvak, and the man at the jump ball in the middle, Milan Svetanovsky, another one of those European-style bigs that can stretch the floor. And it's going to be a great matchup for these young guns taking action here. Who we got from Melbourne, University of Melbourne?
Yeah, we've got Matt Roseby. He's going to do the jump ball for the University of Melbourne. Wiggett's out there as well. We also have Kai Garneau. He's a sharpshooter. He's sitting up. Josh McNally will run at the point guard position. And that is your starting 5 for the University of Melbourne. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the UBL Grand Final 2023 in the men's division, UTS versus University of Melbourne. It's going to start with Josh McNally. Joel Rhymes, has that one stripped by Lake, and Higgins Teacher cleans that one up. Crowd very feisty early here in the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall. So is this man, Tom Buvak. He looked very energetic during the warm-up.
Trying to find a lob for Higgins Teacher early.
They've done their scouting report, the University of Melbourne.
Yup.
Rhymes with the ball now. He's one of the sharpshooters for this University of Melbourne team, one of the leading scorers. Wiggett gets the screen. He's got Svetanovsky driving baseline, hangs, kisses that one off the glass, and Higgins Teacher comes down with the rebound.
Doing what he does best, walling up the pogo stick, the rebound in transition to the rack.
That one's off. Milan almost gets the rebound, fighting down there with Roseby.
It is loud on the baseline, James.
Oh no, I can barely hear myself, and we've got headphones on.
And the cutouts, the cardboard cutouts.
UTS will get the ball off the inbound. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Finds Svetanovsky. Swings it across the UTS. Always run a lot of ball movement.
Nice play. The dunker spot, the little back cut, the screen action. Beautiful. The Lake Show.
Opening his scoring account for UTS and for the game. Swings across now, and that one's picked off by Aaron Waban. Tom Buvak wide open, but settles down the offense.
Yeah, patience is a virtue here for Tom Buvak. Patient, calm, but...
Yeah, Tom Buvak really had to take a lot more ball handling responsibilities with the injury to Nico Timonira. Same with Aaron Waban. So handling the ball now, Josh McNally. Josh McNally was so important for the University of Melbourne running the point guard position this season. Really the floor general out there.
And rocking the headband
He's in the
too.
corner now. He's also a shooter. Don't you
Ooh.
forget that, ladies and gentlemen.
Bang, bang! From behind the arc, the back pedal.
Josh McNally starts the game off with a huge statement. 3-2 now. So you can go to feeling this is going to be a tight one, Garen. Higgins-Titcher tight in the paint, powers through the contact, and good for the do.
Great finish, soft touch, dunker spot position.
We get
is
double
his
team now.
specialty.
Roseby can shoot. Matt Roseby, very versatile big.
Off
Back
the
to
screen,
Wiggett
being
now.
aggressive against Higgins-Titcher, the high glasser, the backboard.
Slithering into the paint there. Tahan Wiggett. Garen, he's definitely one to watch out for, the not awarding Spectre.
Yeah, Wiggett, stick with it. Off the backboard, hard drive is Buvac.
Buvac
to the
always
rack.
probing off the pick and roll situation. Can't get his shot off. Great defense by Roseby.
Trying to find a cutter, and it's Higgins-Titcher, and he draws contact. Ooh.
Almost denied there by Wiggett.
Good contest. Good take by Higgins-Titcher. 2 free throws. And for your Inner West product here now for your UTS finals. Really being one of the cogs of this team. Really want to be in the key energy players. And does it all. Trains, I don't know, 3-4 times a week. So his body deals with a lot, and he's able to just give it all night in, night out.
Well, that is when he's not modelling as well. Of course, check on the back of a bus near you. Big W, LA Star, or LA Gear, I think it's called. You'll see Higgins-Titcher there. Finds the bottom of the net on the second free throw. So UTS going to do a bit of a light pressing action. Try to put Melbourne out of their rhythm. McNally almost fumbles it there. On the wing now. Back to McNally. So Garen, the ball movement's been very strong by Melbourne to start this game. Mid-range pop by Roseby, misses everything. Wayban with the rebound.
In transition, trying to push it. That's what UTS is known for. Buvac kicks it out. Higgins-Titcher, 17.
He's been working on the three, Garen. That one's just off. Garneau. Very tall team. So this University of Melbourne team, our Melbourne University team, they really rely a lot on their starters. I mean, they've got a good bench, but this starter's very talented. And,
and if you're
do a lot of the
UTS,
scoring.
you want to emphasize high shot selections. Good shot IQ. Not force a lot of tough threes, but on that one,
That one's off by Roseby, and Lake with the rebound. 1 point in it at the moment, Garen. It's going back and forth, but you see there's a lot of UBL games. Teams feeling each other out early in the contest.
Yeah, who can generate momentum here for UTS? Get some clean looks, get open kickouts. That's good threes. Waban coming off it.
Waban was the money man in that semi-final against...
5 threes.
Yeah, and he really stepped up when they needed scoring. Higgins-Titcher in a bit of foul trouble that game, so Aaron Waban really led the way.
15 points the quick way on 5 threes. Efficient. Bang, bang. Shooter.
Josh McNally on the ball now. He's guarded by Aaron. Gets the handoff back. Oh, and a huge screen there from Roseby. Frees up McNally for the smooth midi.
Nelly. Shay M. How do you do on the midi?
Yeah, Jay Macker. Didn't have a whole lot of points in the semi-final, but leading scoring at the moment for the University of Melbourne. Get screen from Milan. Going downhill, Buvac in traffic, but don't worry about it. Thick traffic along Broadway today, Garen, and Tom Buvac's got ways on, so he's skipping all of it. McNally, the floor general.
Good job, Buvac.
A lot of off-ball movement from the University of Melbourne.
Playing it off McNally. Can he get another one? Back rim. Rebound Lake.
With the rebound. So Tom Buvac on the ball now. As we were saying, Garen, Nico Timonira, the Inner West Bulls star out of for the season. So Wayban and Buvac doing a lot of the ball handling responsibilities, but the stepped up.
Aggressive, trying to split the defense, attack to the rack. Buvac, no let back, no setback. Off the glass on the left-hand side of the basket. Wow.
Wiggett looking to get his account open for the afternoon, and does. Kissing that one off the gloss. That's not too bad.
Intuitiveness by Wiggett. Beautiful.
Tahan Wiggett, one of the leading scorers for this Melbourne side. So Buvac waves off the screen. He wants the Svetanovsky style screen, and geez, they're effective.
Finds a Lake. Bottom of the ocean, almost had it.
Garneau, another rebound for Garneau.
In transition.
Wiggett looking to stay hot here. Passes up to Garneau, and that one is swatted to Chinatown, Garen.
Splat.
That one almost ended up in the harbour.
Wrong sport. This isn't volleyball.
So timeout on the floor. Not a bad decision from Sean King there. University of Melbourne still trying to get into their rhythm here. UTS the same. 9-10. 1 point in it at the moment. And you've got a feeling this is how the game's going to go. These two teams are in the grand final for a reason, and I don't mean to say that as a cliche. I mean it because these are two of the top teams all throughout the regular season. But Garen, for the University of Melbourne, what do you reckon Coach King's talking about here?
It's the McNally and Wiggett show for the University of Melbourne here early on, and it's been the Buvac attack to the rack finesse style finishes, splitting the defense, staying aggressive off the catch, even bringing the ball up where it's Robang getting it early to Buvac and he's able to penetrate and attack to rack. Keep generating good looks like that and play off 2 feet so you can look for kickouts and shooters in rhythm. Keep running your sets and keep running your offense. And good job by McNally and Wiggett.
Yeah, a big one for the University of Melbourne is how do you get Joel Rhymes going? I mean, try to run the shooter, maybe off some screens, some down screens. Same with the big Matt Roseby. I mean, Garen, we know Joel Rhymes, 19 points, 5 rebounds for the season. Same with Roseby, also averaging 19 points. So UTS have done their scouting report, which is, you know, shut down the bigs.
Sorry, same
and the shooters.
Is it? Yeah, same 5.
Yeah, you can imagine in the grand finals, this happens a lot in the finals as well in a lot of basketball. The rotation shortens a little bit. You don't see as many of the deep bench players who get regular season minutes getting the call up in the finals.
100% here. Is Melbourne trying to get it in the post?
Here's the danger man, Rhymes. Feeds it in.
Oh, the reverse.
Oh, Garneau wanted to go up and under there and still maintains possession here, but gives it over to Lake.
Playing it patient here. Or is he going to go attack mode?
At 4:20 left in the first quarter. Neck and neck so far. Both teams really still feeling each other out, sussing. It's a bit of a chess game out there.
On a handoff, trying to get it to the big drunk contact.
Yeah, that one's
Louis
called.
Brockwell signaling contact here. Baseline. Substitution checking in for your University of Melbourne.
Jackson Bennett.
Yeah, nice.
So another really important play off the bench, Jackson Bennett. Didn't play last game, but back from injury now. So very important. Great to have him back for the grand final. Melbourne are going to need all they can get from the young gun Bennett.
Ooh, Lake. Bounce pass. Backboard. Baseline. Triple B. Beautiful finish. Quadruple B.
Excellent find there. So taking the reins now, Jackson Bennett. So with McNally off, you're going to have to do a bit of a point guard by committee. Oh, three's up for Roseby.
Spotting in, rattlesnake from behind the arc, rattles it in.
Yeah, Matt Roseby. We're saying earlier, Garen, that Matt Roseby, not just a big body, but can shoot the lights out if you give him half an inch of space. Lake driving baseline, teases off the backboard, gets the harm, and says, you know what, I'm not done yet. I'm going to the free throw line.
Anything you can do, I can do better. He hits a 3 and he says, I'm going to take the 3-point play the old-fashioned way at the free throw line. The shooter being aggressive off the catch.
So Angus Lake goes to the line, and what a season he's having at his first season in NBL 1 with the Sutherland Sharks. He's been in remarkable form, and so is that team. Higgins Titcher, speaking of which, speaking of NBL experience.
Finds the shooter, is Lake spotting up. Ooh, almost. In transition here.
Rhymes in control on the ball, crossover, gets the screen.
Can he get back to back? Can he get back to back? And he does with the back pedal. Slick shot. Beautiful. Throsby from behind the arc.
Matt Roseby come to life. That's back-to-back threes. Bang threes, we'll have to call them. So Milan setting a lot of screens out there, the Bankstown Junior. So on the ball now, Buvac finds Svetanovsky, gets his defender off the ground, and
tucks it in.
Easy as you go.
Tucks it in off a little pass, lob action, great catch.
Good night on the way through, and sweet dreams. Bennett on the ball. Bennett swings that one across to Rhymes. Rhymes still looking for his shot. Don't mind him taking that one. Cleaning up is Garneau, saying no. Worries on that one. So Kai Garneau, first basket of the evening. He's going to be so important for this Melbourne team. He's got a lot of bigs to handle in the paint, so defensively and offensively, Svetanovsky.
Oh no, sorry, not over there. Yeah, it's Svetanovsky, yeah.
Inbounds now.
2:21 on the clock.
Melbourne. We're going to see Wiggett handle the ball. Was Josh McNally off, Garen was saying. A bit of horns action, swings it into the corner, attacks the closeout, rises up, and finishes with tough contact.
Jackson Bennett, JB. Pure, silky, smooth. Off the high glass.
Yeah, and a lot of muscle there. Been putting his time in the weight room.
Jab steps, a couple jab steps, trying to attack. Aaron
Oh,
finds the cutter to the rack.
TB ducks in for the easy deuce. Tom Buvac.
Aggressive all game. He is hype, he is fired up, and so is UTS.
Oh,
1
another
point game
three from
again.
Rosebery. 1, 2, 3. That's three
Hat-trick.
threes for Rosebery.
Hat-trick for Rosebery. What? This guy is on fire.
Forces the timeout. 22-18. This game has gone back and forth to start off with. University
Sorry,
of
I'm just
Melbourne
going to
with the
grab the fire
advantage.
extinguisher 1 second. This guy is on fire.
Yeah.
Same spot in rhythm, rattles it for his hat trick. Beautiful looking jump shot, spotting in. Transition is the big fella.
I've got Matt Roseby
Wow.
absolutely lit up. Another Sydney team last week, USyd in the semi-finals, had 23 points to go with 9 rebounds. So once Roseby gets that three-point shot locked in, he's almost unstoppable.
Yeah. Beautiful looking stroke. He's been a difference maker, and it's been a 1 point game for ages now, and now it's a 4 point game. So look to see him crack the seal, hopefully build some momentum. If you're UTS, got to communicate on the switches and make sure you cover in transition, because that's where Melbourne United like to take advantage. Take advantage in transition. So, and UTS keep being aggressive off the handoffs. Got to love when Thomas Buvac is just catching and not looking to shoot it necessarily, but looking to drive and stay aggressive. And
Yeah, as well as getting Angus Lake aggressive as well. I mean, known as a shooter, but has such a lengthy body. Once he gets into the paint, he's got great handles, great finesse on his finishes. That Angus Lake, I mean, a great scorer inside and out. Kind of plays the 3-man, but he's definitely got a 4-man's body.
Yeah,
So
stuck with the starting 5 years, UTS.
And 4 points in it at the moment. Advantage University of Melbourne. Buvac
See
looking
how
to
he
set it
runs.
up. So 2-3 zone coming out of that timeout from the University of Melbourne.
See if they can get Higgins Stitcher a few more touches inside. It's up to 2 points now. Trying
Well,
to
that
get
one
it.
poked out. That one was off Roseby, so they're going to call that UTS ball.
See if they can get Higgins Stitcher on the elbow maybe to operate. Look for the dunker spot off the cutters. Plenty of options when he can run that little point forward action.
So shot clock running out. Can UTS get a shot up? Yes, they
quick
can with
trigger.
Wayban, but that misses everything. Ends up in the sandstone. That's going to go University of Melbourne way. So the 2-3 zone working early for the University of
Yeah, it's got to
Melbourne.
be quick ball movement for UTS. Try to find the shooters a bit more quicker. Next player mindset for Waban. Next one's going in.
Rhymes.
mindset you gotta have.
Huge skip pass into the corner. Geez, ball
Oh,
fizzing
the hot
around.
hand.
Roseby, can he?
Sizzling on the barbecue on a Wednesday night. What? 4 triples. Whack, 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 whack. All of them more pure than the next.
I'm so rarely speechless in commentary, but Matt Roseby has taken the words out of my mouth and
almost had the response there.
yeah,
It's
and,
Buvac.
yeah, and gets the rebound.
Can they find the hot sauce? Hot hand.
Wiggett over to Roseby. Yeah, they're now starting to close down on him. So UTS also switching into a 2-3 zone now. Baseline jumper is off. That one tapped out by Roseby. Ryan's
Saves it. The
wow.
hustle. Back to Higgins Teacher on the steal. Shot clock is turned off. 19 on the game clock. Buvac with the last possession. Assumably so for UTS.
So looking to hold it up. No screens yet. Over to Angus Lake. He's deep here. This is within his range though, Garen.
Angus Lake spotting up from deep.
Off back
Ooh.
ring and out and
Tip in.
Oh, Higgins
Higgins
Stitcher
Stitcher.
fouled with 0.1 of a second on the clock. Heads up play by AHT. He's like, I'm not done. I'm not done with his first quarter. He wants to save every moment of this grand final.
Why not? Take 1 or 2 points possibly here at the free throw line. Beautiful heads up play by Higgins Stitcher. The forever athletic pogo stick on the cleanup. String music on the first free throw.
Originally Sydney Comets junior Alexander Higgins Teacher, but really found a home in his second year at Inner West, and looking like a potential Team of the Year candidate for the Bulls, who are flying high. Speaking of flying high, 25-19. What a tight game we have on our hands here at the Ross Millman Sports Hall. Garen, what's been working out there for the University of Melbourne? Do I even need to ask?
Rose B. Literally burning this net out here.
Yeah, every rose has its thorn.
Yeah, and this one is a backside in UTS. And it's really like, you got to rotate and shuffle on defense and switches and all of that. So he's just a hot hand and make his catches and looks a bit more tougher. I know when he's hitting threes like that one, sometimes it's good defense, better offense, but you got to make it a little bit tougher for Roseby and for UTS. Keep playing off your handoffs. Keep looking to be aggressive off the little catch actions where you got Lake or Buvak or even Higgins Teacher just catching it and ripping through left, because that left is quite open on those last few drives. So
yeah, and it's only a matter of time before Joel Rhymes also heats up. So with this University of Melbourne team, it's really pick your poison. Meanwhile, on the UTS side, sorry, I'm still thinking about last week. On the UTS side, Tom Buvak's really come to play. Hasn't got a three-pointer yet. I mean, he's known as a shooter, but been driving in really well. Always draws a lot of attention and is unselfish as well. Meanwhile, Alexander Higgins-Stitcher, what else would you expect from the UTS superstar? Potential MVP candidate. We'll see how this game goes. Might actually decide it in the end.
The finals MVP. We don't have to do finals MVP here. And UTS hasn't used a whole lot, or hasn't used any of their subs that whole quarter. Let's see who they stick with. It is Lake. It is Waban. It is the substitution checking in.
Harry Ballhausen's going to check in, and Ben Baston as well.
The big bad Baston checking in. First action for tonight. Trying to put a big body against some of the outside shooters too. He's a quick mobile big. So look to see him get a couple post touches as well, or maybe on some cleanups. So good use of minutes there, first quarter for your starters, but sticking with it still is Waban and Higgins-Teacher. And who we got for Melbourne Uni? The hot hand, obviously, Roseby, but who else?
Yeah, Melbourne Uni sticking with their lineup out there. So we've got Garno, Rhymes, Wiggett, Rosebery's going to inbound the ball. And rounding out the lineup, can't quite see it in the corner, unfortunately, because there's a stand in our way.
It is Joe Rhymes.
There we go. So Rhymes on the ball now.
Rhymes likes
quick trigger. And that one's off for Joel Rhymes. So tight rotations on both sides. University of Melbourne only made one substitution in that first quarter. So we said this in the pre-game, Garen. Oh, sorry, Bennett, last one is out there. And steals the ball there. Pickpocket by Jackson Bennett. Sorry to Jackson Bennett if you are watching the replay. Just couldn't see you in the corner there, unfortunately.
A bit too much whooshka on the pass and couldn't get it through the hands. So
Wiggett.
Stick-to-itiveness here.
Had a couple of baskets in the first quarter, Wiggett, but we know he can pop off in an instant, as he tries to now, but triple teamed.
Dumps that one off a little blender action, finding the big on the pocket pass. Beautiful bank shot.
Yeah, Kai Garneau, very solid in that dunker spot, and pickpocket by Bennett, being very handsy out there, Jackson Bennett. But Harry Ballhausen is going to take the ball still. UTS still in possession.
You can see why Melbourne Uni was in his position. Like, they're playing well, and it's just in the dunker spot. Higgins-Teacher on the reverse, throw it down. 2 hands for safety, and number 7 for elevation. Beautiful backdoor baseline dunk. Get up or get out the way when Higgins-Teacher is in your lane.
Higgins-Teacher up to 7 points for the evening.
Oh my God.
Kicks it out. Wiggett hangs, bangs, gets a second bite of the cherry, kicks that one out. Bennett.
Oh, the head fake, the midi off the backboard. Flying for the rebound.
Higgins-Teacher.
Wow.
Another one, Garen. Another one.
Another one.
So up to 4 rebounds this evening. Higgins-Teacher. Lake now. That one's off. Garneau cleans that one up. Bennett.
Only a matter of time until Lake and Waban start hitting threes, change some momentum. In transition,
that one's
popping
just
out.
Off. So Rhymes still struggling to start this game, JR.
Buvak set to check back in.
Harry Ballhausen swings it across. Back on the ball now is Ballhausen from deep. That one's off. Higgins-Teacher.
Trying for it. The cleanup on aisle 7. Climbing up the ladder to reach for that one.
And don't the UTS fans love it, Garen? 27-23.
Pogo stick. On the trampoline, whatever you want to call it. The guy's got bounce.
Garneau. Oh, that one's picked off by Waban. Great defense and ball fizzing around, but ends up back with the University of Melbourne. Bennett attacks the closeout, finds Wiggett on the step back. Smooth shot, smooth finish.
Smooth operation, James.
We're talking about Sade as well. 29-23. Much needed basket from University of Melbourne. Really need to get that momentum back, and the defense is being very good.
Kick out. The shooter spotting up.
Ooh, almost another rebound. Bennett, though, on the ball now.
Would have had his 4th O-board of the game.
Garneau Swings it now.
Oh,
Rhymes.
the European step to the basket.
Did he stamp his passport?
Maybe, maybe not, but what a finish.
Oh no, going to Europe on that one. Joel Rhymes, that's how you do.
The Melburnian with the European finish against Teacher. Finding the big bad beast.
Yeah, gets them both off the ground and he's going to head to the line. Ben Baston suffered some injuries earlier in the season, but has been so important coming back. I mean, boy, did he step up in that win over the University of Sydney, Ben Baston. With Alexander Higgins-Teacher in foul trouble, Ben Baston was just solid as a house. And he has been all season, as well as with his NBL 1 team, the Inner West Bulls. So checking into the game for the University of Melbourne, Cooper Eves.
No, he's as reliable as a spare tire at times. You need him. You need someone to lean onto, someone to just give you some momentum at the big position. It was a big loss when he was out, but good to see him back healthy in a much-needed game at the free throw line.
Baston gets the second one to drop. Benny Baston safe as a house. So safe as the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall here at the heart of UTS in Broadway. Thank you so much for joining us for this UBL Grand Final. Roseby hangs it over there.
Yeah, let's see if they can get him a couple looks. Here's Roseby, 4 of 4 from behind the arc. Finding another shooter, Roseby, quick trigger.
No hesitation on that one from Roseby.
Yeah, that one was a bit quick.
Oh, and cleaning up Bennett, but he is fouled in the process. So Matt Roseby had 12 points in that first quarter, Garen. He came to play, really putting this UTS crowd on notice that I'm the man.
And now he's 4 of 5. That one was a little bit quick. Had to shoot it with shot clock winding down, but hey, you got to get out.
You don't mind that. Oh, and staying aggressive, finding a cutter, and it is good. Eves into the game and onto the score sheet.
Beautiful. He says good night on that finish.
Baston, Ballhausen loves the corners, shows and goes.
Head fake, sidestep.
Oh, and Baston almost got that one, but Roseby. Oh, passing that one to coach, say, here, you have it, you have it. That one's going to stay with the University of Melbourne, though. Billy Sraff can't believe that call.
Yeah, not happy with it, but hey, next play mindset as Melbourne Uni with the inbounds. Let's see what action they run here. Finding the hot hand, Roseby.
Bennett. Ball fizzing around. The ball movement's been excellent for Melbourne to start this game off, and Eves fumbles it in the post, but they're going to call that one.
Spicy. Not happy with the call. A lot of floor spacing here for Melbourne Uni, so got to watch out here in the out-of-bounds play. See what action they run here. UTS really have to switch on these screens. Or the screen actions, I should say.
13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Setting up in a box action, Melbourne. Oh, down screen, and ends up, getting picked off by AHT.
Higgins-Teacher in transition, skying to the basket, drawing contact, and one for AHT. The 1, 2, and 3 on the kind. Soft touch off the backboard.
Yeah, gets the complimentary basket on the house. Brought to you by UTS Sports.
Getting the MVP chance in this building.
Oh, we were calling it early. I felt a bit stupid in round 1 calling for Alexander Higgins-Teacher to potentially be MVP. Of course, there's so much talent out there. Players like Roseby as well. They're knocking on the door for that MVP, but you've got to think a championship will help his cause as Alexander Higgins-Teacher helps UTS's cause, adds another basket in, 33-27, still neck and neck here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall.
Let's see what they can run. Maybe get
Oh,
Cooper.
Higgins-Teacher, hands in defense.
Handsy.
Bennett.
Traveling violation. Higgins-Teacher is fired up, and UTS Ross Melbourne Sports Hall, his roof's about to cave in the way.
And how about the eagle eyes from ref Louis Brockwell? 33-27, Coach King wants a timeout. And it has been all UTS coming out of that quarter time break.
Well, when you're keeping the hot hand quite cool, hasn't got a whole lot of looks here. Has taken 1-3. Is what's it called, Roseby. So good to see him cool off a little bit. But it's still clog the paint and not let him get those dunker spot finishes. But UTS building some tough momentum, some transition plays, some and one, some kickouts. Still yet to get the lid off the ring from 3, but just generating really high percentage looks and handsy and active on defense. So
an incredible atmosphere here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall. It's been a wonderful year of UTS basketball. In fact, a wonderful year of UBL. I mean, did you see the crowds at some of the semi-finals and at the finals week in Melbourne? UBL in its 3rd season this season, and it has been a strong one. I'm not talking about your strong double black from Bread Top. Proud coffee sponsor of today's game. We're talking about a strong competition.
And shout out to Genius Sports, your unofficial sponsors of your stat sheet. And let's see what the King drew up here. That is Sean King, your coach for University of Melbourne or Melbourne Uni. See what he runs here. With this last 5:39 on the clock. And UTS, Billy Saraf employing his team to just high shot IQ, keep playing through the hot hands, handoffs, and good looks.
Interesting to see Josh McNally has not come on. I mean, after getting 5 quick points in that first quarter, hasn't seen a minute in the second quarter. So that's interesting, a move from King.
Higgins Teacher in the corner, spotting up, back rim,
Oh,
handsy.
and long rebound. Wiggett
Ooh,
finds
finding-
Roseby. Great ball movement, as usual,
finding
from
the
this
shooter,
University of
Roseby,
Melbourne.
keeping that dribble alive, stepping out.
Rhymes gets the screen. Back to oh no.
Trying to get Roseby off a handoff action, trying to find a hot hand. Maybe he needs to be aggressive off that back cut. If he's hitting it from behind the arc, be aggressive, try to get it to the line. Showcase your versatility, not just three-point shooting. Very capable scorer and lighting it up, so good scouting here in the second quarter by UTS on defense.
Rhymes the give and go. And, oh, that one's just off, but cleaning up is Eves.
See how UTS all collapsed, leaving so many shooters open?
Yeah, well, they know Rhymes is the danger man. But Cooper Reeves, very handy, a real great plug-and-play player. Speaking of which, Matt Payne's onto the floor for UTS out of that timeout.
I wonder what
Baston
Miles
in the
Bench is
corner.
thinking, or Baston. I wonder what Miles Bench is thinking on the bench.
Oh, Higgins almost got that one back and blocked. I think that one was by Roseby.
Trying to maybe employ some energy on the defensive end here for UTS, maybe.
Joel Rhymes with ball handling responsibility gets the screen back to the shooter.
Quick trigger coming up short. Good close
Oh, and
out by
Eves,
Higgins
another
Teacher.
cleanup, blocked, has another go, third go, and it's good by
Second
Eves.
bite at the cherry, paying off. Beautiful.
Yeah, Matt Payne with a sneaky block in there, but Eves just staying persistent and paying off.
Trying to play it patient is Buvac.
This 2-3 zone's been a bit of a headache for UTS.
Good to see Matt Payne here as well.
Skip pass to Buvac. Pump
Buvac
fakes
to
two off the
rack.
ground.
Oh, slick trickery.
Geez,
hitting the
Stitcher
ground.
comes down hard. Rosebery now. Over to Wiggett. Back to Roseby. And one.
Wow, transition play, momentum play, putting on the turbo jets, and what a finesse shot. And one scenario here for the energy building, Melbourne, University of Melbourne.
And
Leading to
timeout for
timeout.
Billy Saraf. 39 at 2:27 at the moment. And Matt Roseby, boy, he's having quite a game, Garrett. Not just offensively either. I mean, we know he's hit a ton of threes. Got that M1 just then. But
He's a
also
playmaker.
defensively. He's got a couple blocks now this game. Of course, plays with the University of Melbourne in the Big V competition as well. I think that's what the key to success for this University of Melbourne team is. I mean, you've got
Yup.
players like McNally plays for University of Melbourne in Big V,
Wiggett.
Rhymes in Big V,
JB.
Roseby in Big V as well.
Jackson
So a lot of
Bennett.
Big V, and also Fuster, who we haven't seen this afternoon, but he also plays University of Melbourne Big V.
Yeah, and Higgins Teacher up to 8 points this game. So look to see him stay aggressive. As with Buvac and Angus Lake, the UTS yet to hit a 3, 0 of 7 as a team. Oh, sorry,
gonna
I
be a
should say
concern,
0 of 8
yeah.
as a team. So when your team hasn't hit any threes yet and you've scored this many points, it's only a matter of time till your shooters get some rhythm, floor spacing's working well, and just once you see one go through the basket, it's only a matter of time. Free throw opportunity to convert the and one at the free throw line for your Melbourne Uni, the sharp shooter, Matt Roseby.
And where else would you rather be on a Wednesday night? I know we've got a lot of Victorian viewers tuning in, but they may not be aware State of Origin is on tonight. That's in
Cashes it in.
Adelaide. But this is really the main event, the grand final of UBL in its third season. Who will be the champions?
Yeah, 40 to
Top of the start.
27, 3:52 on the clock here. Matt Payne off a jab step, whips it. Let's see if Waban can get it going. Higgins Teacher.
Oh, Jinx in the corner, fumbles that one. So UTS maybe looking a little flustered out in the court. I mean, there's a lot of pressure being at home, being the #1 seed. They've been hunted all year, but still stood up to every challenge.
Let's see what they run here. Gets it off to Matt Payne off a long pass. 7 to operate.
Buvac.
Whips it. Buvac dribbles in. Pops in. Buvac. Beautiful midi. No let back. 3:30 on the clock. 29-40.
So it's down to an 11-point lead for Melbourne now. Been very cool, calm and collected, this Melbourne team. Bennett into the corner.
Ooh,
Rattles out, but going for that rebound. Wiggett, and gets called for the foul. Those extra energy, those extra effort plays are really paying off for the University of Melbourne.
Stick-to-itiveness. Who wants it more? The hunger, the passion, the poise. They're not jet-lagged. They're fired up. They're energized. They love it. Bringing that Melbourne Uni energy, sorry.
Angus Lake on to the floor now. Matt Payne's going to take a rest. So Matt Payne yet to open his account for the evening. Box action from Melbourne ends up in
good
the corner.
Good energy from Matt Payne there. Just building some momentum, good plus-minus.
Wiggett,
some energy
jab
there.
steps. Going to take Buvac on here. Oh, fancy footwork, dirty dancing. And boogies his way to the ring. Wiggett starting to come to life this evening in the CBL Grand Final.
Stick Wiggett.
Lake gets the screen from Alexander Higgins-Titcher.
Higgins-Titcher, strong take. Strong as ever, barging, charging, and absolutely just dominating inside. Bully ball.
2:30 left in the second quarter. This first half has gone past
Loud.
like a
Look how loud this
flash.
is.
Seen this a lot from, deep three from Wiggett.
Ooh,
and
ooh, hold that gooseneck. Tray ball. Triple. Spicy.
Call on the floor.
Ooh, what is that? No three? Oh.
Yeah, I think maybe an off-ball foul, according to Master Ref Louis Brockwell. If you've heard of Master Chef Garen, tune into Master Ref coming soon to Channel 10. Who will be the final referee standing?
Alexander Higgins-Titcher here. I got Tirigodes as the final ref. Alexander Higgins-Titcher here as Waban with point guard responsibilities. 2:20 on the clock. Angus Lake.
Oh, that one picked off. Kai Garneau.
Out of bounds opportunity here for UTS. What better time to run it too?
It's 2-3 zones really paying off for the University of Melbourne. That's helped them get out to this lead.
Trying to get Higgins-Titcher. Dunker spot on the sill.
Milan with a three. That one's off, and Wayban sticking with it. Love the energy, but that one is going to go the other way now. Wiggett.
Getting double team. Shooter off the head fake. Rhymes finds it. Free throw line inside. Shooter.
Bennett. Almost finds the bottom of the net, and almost gets the ball back. But going the other way now is UTS with Tom
Rack
Buvac.
attack, Buvac. No contact. What? In transition here.
Wiggett. So Wiggett really starting to rev it up out there for the University of Melbourne. Turns the ball over there. But I think that's been an issue. I mean, we've seen UTS switch to this 1-3-1 zone. That's throwing off the University of Melbourne a little bit. We've seen them use that a lot this season. But, Garen, with this University of Melbourne team, there's so many weapons out there. Rhymes, Wiggett, and Roseby are really giving a headache as Wiggett's going to head to the line now.
Bonus situation in effect. Wiggett stick with it at the free throw line, really paying off and done a lot of great energy and effort here. Alongside Josh McNally.
Had 34 points, 9 assists, and 4 steals last game.
There you go.
I'll say it again, Garen. 34 points, 9 assists, 4 steals for Dihan Wiggett.
One more time now.
What is it? I'm not good with numbers, and gets that one to drop.
Groundhog Day?
So put your little hand in mine. Tom Buvac on the ball now. Haven't seen Groundhog Day, my favourite movie.
Oh,
Angus
really?
Lake gets the screen. Buvac gets the defender off the ground.
Sidestep Buvac.
Bit out of rhythm on
Look
that
to
one.
see him dribble in and get high percentage shots, just forcing it from behind the perimeter. The chill out mode.
The teal and black going to get it back here.
Resiliency and next play mindset is what's going to get you this win, hopefully. But Melbourne got a lot of energy. Angus Lake out of bounds.
Stack action to Milan Setonovsky. Up to Buvac. Oh, Garen, that's your favourite play.
Go the corner triple.
Oh, what do they call it? Purple.
Huh.
Bennett.
Deeks.
Oh, that one picked off by TB. Going all the way in, gliding
Express in transition. That be beautiful.
Clawing their way back in UTS. But University of Melbourne with a nice 47-33 lead. A minute to go in the first half.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh, Rhymes with that cobra neck. And boy, can he bite on it. Rhymes, first three of the evening.
Rhymes like dimes dropping bombs. Beautiful looking stroke. Hold that follow through.
Higgins-Titcher
finding
it out.
Buvac in the corner.
Oh, that one's off for Buvac. Garneau with the rebound.
50 points here in the half from Melbourne Uni. absolutely lighting it up from behind the arc.
Bennett back out to
Shooting
Rhymes.
molten rocks.
This ball movement has been exquisite for Melbourne. Wicket now.
Ooh.
Oh, that one off the back of the ring.
20 seconds exactly on the clock. Last shot presumably for UTS. Can they generate a good look? Let's see what they run and who they run it for.
Yeah,
Wow.
This has been tiki-taka passing for Melbourne, and this really got them out to this 50-33 lead.
A lot of whooshka plays from Melbourne and UTS. No stress, 12 on the clock. Lake to Higgins Teacher.
Uvac. 5 seconds on the clock now. Lake in the corner hesitates. That one's off back ring. Oh, Svetinovsky fighting for it, and Eves comes down with the rebound. Can't get the shot off in time. 50-33. What an electric first half. Garen, it was a neck-and-neck first quarter, but that second quarter, University of Melbourne went ballistic.
Wow, it has been electric from the energy of the UTS fans to the momentum of the game. Everything has been ecstatic and what you would expect here at the finals. Still anyone's ball game. 17 points is not a whole lot in the game of basketball. If you can get stops, if you can generate good looks, and if you can run it in transition, so it's only a matter of time. In the second half, but can you contain the hot shooting, the molten rocks that University of Melbourne has brought with them? Uni of Melbourne, UMM they call them.
It was the last thing UTS were hoping for is Dejan Wiggett to start heating up. I mean, they managed to contain him pretty well in that first quarter, but boy did he come to life in that second quarter. Threes and ones, drives, he was really doing it all, as was Matt Roseby on fire this game. So,
and McNally. So yeah, shout out to University of Melbourne, UMM. One of the world's leaders in education and teaching, research and excellence across all of across all of Melbourne. So go check out University of Melbourne.
Yeah,
if you got
at the
chance.
North Melbourne campus, it's exquisite there, Garen. I mean, it pretty much stretches all the way up to Carlton, and I used to love walking and riding through the University of Melbourne, academically and sports-wise, one of the top unis in the country, dare I say, in the world. So thank you to any University of Melbourne fans tuning in. But of course, much love to any UTS fans tuning in. Not too sure why you're not here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall, but thanks for tuning in to the broadcast anyway.
Well, I'll be in Melbourne in a couple of weeks for the Nuttawading tournament.
Oh, Chris Bryant in the building. There we go.
Oh, Chris Bryant in the building supporting Alexander Higgins Teacher. There you go. Shout out to Inner West Bulls highlight reel player Chris Bryant. Damn, okay, there you go. And good to see him repping his former teammates. Give him the energy and hype he really needs. Oh, the halftime show also. CB24, go check him out, repping his Inner West. And if you are in Melbourne, some of the most unique things you can do across Victoria, and you might not know where to start when you're in Victoria, because there's a lot of things
easy.
to do.
I mean, no, it's not easy, sorry, it's easy to get lost.
Well, we talk about the top 4 things. You got your regional Victoria, which is beautiful. You got the Puffing Billy Railway, the vintage railway, all aboard for a ride on Australia's oldest steam railway.
Oh, you got to check out, check out
through the
Shepparton.
thick forests and the lush fern gullies, or travel first class for the olden times of romance. And then we got the Sovereign Hill, beautiful old school Sovereign Hill, the Phillip Island Penguin Parade. What else have we got? Oh, that's it. There you go.
Oh, off back ring for Chris Bryant on his first attempt. Yeah, Garen, there's so much to do in Melbourne. I mean, seriously, go up and down the Yarra River. Of course, I'm more of a Sydney Harbour guy, but it just comes to life at night. And that's one thing you can't say about Sydney. I mean, Sydney's lifestyle is, pretty much dead.
And the music and the art scene and everything about Melbourne is just a little bit better.
Oh, besides the weather.
Besides the weather, you get about 4 seasons in one day, but that's all good.
Yeah, and a lot of rain.
And a lot of rain.
And they've brought it up here with them because it was raining threes for this University.
And let's see
if
this
Melbourne
gentleman
team
here can rain it from half court. Ooh.
Oh, thuds off.
Rocking the Chuck Taylors here with the grey sweatshirt and the black trackies. And your Inner West's Chris Bryant giving us a show. CB.
Yeah, just took that as a jump shot.
And his braids sponsored by Hewitt by Alec. Go check her out on Instagram for some nice braids. And rocking the Nikes. Ooh.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us on a Wednesday night. Anyone who knows anything knows that this is the biggest game on tonight in any sport in Australia. Forget about State of Origin. Forget about the Ice Hockey League, which is also playing tonight. Shout out to the Sydney Bears. This is where it's at. The UBL Grand Final. It's been a wonderful season, and of course it'd be these two teams matching off. We thought we were heading to see USyd in the Grand Final, but they bombed out against the University of Melbourne, and it goes to show what quality this University of Melbourne team is, because that USyd team was stacked this year.
Yeah, 100%. So good to see University of Melbourne here, and it's Australia. It's one of Australia's leading universities, known for its socio-economic and environmental challenges they attack when you study some of the courses there. Man, it's a great university all around, and its acceptance rate is about 70 to 80%. So always open and willing to take a lot of diverse students, as we're seeing here, suiting up for your Melbourne Uni.
Yeah, well, they appear to be always
athletes.
open. I mean, with all those down screens of ball movement they've been running, it has been an open field for the University of Melbourne. And there's so many great sites around the University of Melbourne. Of course, like right in the heart of Melbourne, essentially. You only got to walk one suburb north of the CBD. And you end up in at the University of Melbourne. Go check out Princes Park, former home of the Carlton Blues AFL team. Garen, I know you love your Carlton Blues. But yeah, just walk down the road and you've got I think it's called Ardern Street, North Melbourne Kangaroos home ground. If you walk a little further west, you got Victoria Park, the Collingwood Magpies old home ground, and then of course you've got my favourite, Brunswick Oval, which is the old home of the Fitzroy Lions. Used to love bike riding. You go from suburban ground to suburban ground. I mean, it's not just the AFL culture down in Melbourne, but it's the basketball culture as well. I mean, they call it, what is it? We're Hoops Capital. What are they? Hoop City?
Yeah, there's a lot of great Melbourne teams here. Nuttawat Inspectors,
Melbourne Tigers.
There's so many. And
who's your favourite? Ringwood?
I don't know. There's a lot of talented athletes. The Melbourne programs always emphasize three-point shooting at a young age. So when my boys head over there in a couple weeks, my under-12 squad, we're going to have to scout on a lot of their shooting. Melbourne likes to shoot the ball. Shout out to the Lethal Lizard here, rocking the uniform for UTS, and what a great job he's done. As players check back for warm-ups for what is going to be a brilliant second half here at the Ross Milburn Sports Hall. Thank you for anyone tuning in on this broadcast. Thank you for any of the fans who've come here down to this beautiful stadium, action-packed, only 17 points in it. Anyone's game, who can build momentum? University of Melbourne really brought their floor spacing and their inside-outside action, attacking that dunk spot to perfection. Fighting passes, finding inside lanes, finding ducking options have been really good so far for University of Melbourne, as has attacking the rack. UTS, just a lot of their threes that haven't been falling. Shooters catching it in rhythm off corner plays, been really good, but just unlucky on a lot of these rattling out. So way to generate good looks, good momentum. Just a matter of time till they get the lid off the rim from behind the arc. 0 of 11 in that half, but only a matter of time. Coach on the Bill Saraf, known as Billy Saraf, always changes it up. Has a good approach to the game of basketball, and his deep coaching staff might change it up here, get some different looks, different actions here.
Yeah, you know that. You always know that with Billy Saraf, that he will adapt and go along. And as we were saying, I know we keep coming back to it, but it was the closest thing we had to a grand final. It was the USyd versus UTS, and that game was neck and neck the whole time. USyd looked like they were going to run away with it, but Billy Saraf made some great adjustments in that third quarter and the fourth quarter, and boy, did they bring it home. They ended up having to go to overtime to take it, but UTS showed so much composure in what was essentially a warm-up for the finals. I mean, the crowd was huge in there, not as big as tonight, but that was one of the big turning points in the UTS season when I think they really looked around and thought, we can go all the way with this. I mean, of course, they'd led the table for most of the year, if not all the year, but that USyd game was a huge turning point. And so was the USyd matchup for this University of Melbourne team last week.
Teams back to huddles, trying to plan out their last game plans, trying to patch down their last game plans, get everything down pat, making sure everything's right here for this second half, and play through your hot hands. We saw for UTS, it was a great job attacking to the rack. Thomas Buvac, look to see him play aggressive off that 2 feet in the paint kick out. When you got AHT off a little roll action, get him in the dunker spot. And then Angus Lake, like you spoke about, James. So UTS has a lot of capable scorers. 33 points is a lot in a half, but 50, that's a lot of points to give up in a half, especially when they were shooting like that from behind the arc, when it's guys like Matt Roseby, with whether it's Joshua McNally, Wiggett, a lot of guys. JB, Jackson Bennett had that and one scenario.
All right, I got two X factors for this last half.
Or
For
M
UTS.
factors.
Wait, what?
Melbourne factors.
Oh, okay, yeah, kind of makes sense.
That's bad.
For UTS, Aaron Maban, he's
The
got to be
U
the man.
factor.
He's really stepped up when the occasion's called for it, Aaron Maban. And also with the University of Melbourne, Joel Rhymes started to get it going a little bit in that second quarter, but he's going to be the X Factor man for this University of Melbourne team. Of course, we've got all the stars out there, but those two players in particular seem to step up when the moment counts.
Second half, Alexander Higgins-Teacher, Thomas Buvak, Aaron Waban, Angus Lake, and Milan Svetanovsky. And for Melbourne, we got number 12, Joel Rhymes, number 14, Dion Wiggett. At number 5, Joshua McNally. At number 15, we have Kai Renault. And last one, man in the middle, number 12, I believe is... No, we already spoke about Joel Rhymes, but
Yeah, and
we'll stick with that for now.
it is a 17-point margin. Will UTS be able to come back, or will the
Roseby.
University of Melbourne rise up and claim the UBL title for 2023? It's all ahead of us, Garen. This second half, it's the final half of UBL basketball for the season. It's going to be a tight one, so hang around, ladies and gents, and strap yourselves in. Get some popcorn while you're at it, why not? Or Red Rock Jelly
Buvak
chips.
staying aggressive from what he did in the first half. Aggressive and
That's great for Tom Buvak. When that
Yeah.
three's not going,
Great
he can
stuff.
always attack the ring and get easy baskets like that. Not to say that was particularly easy, but
Plays
for
the
him, he
angle,
makes it
yeah.
look simple.
plays the angle well, connects, off a handoff action.
Rosebery, quick trigger. Ooh, off front ring. Waban with the rebound. Kicks it ahead to Higgins-Teacher.
Early action here for UTS, off a head fake. Buvak on the reverse, shifting, changing gear. Look at him spear to the basket.
Flip it and reverse it. So McNally on the ball now, sat pretty much that whole second quarter. Posting up now.
Patient.
Big one,
Renault.
Garneau. They're so solid in that first half. Wiggett. Oh, double teamed. Gets
Two
it
on the
across to
clock.
Garneau.
Can they
Scoops
get
it
it
under.
to go? Last second.
McNally in the alley. Can't get that one
Svetanovsky.
to drop.
Yeah. Off to Buvak, the ever aggressive Buvak, consecutive plays, back to back now, and this time drawing the foul. No, let up.
They're going to call a foul on McNally.
The Energizer Bunny put in his Duracell batteries and just went full head of steam.
Yeah, just got some halftime stats nuggets. Better late than never. So Matt Roseby, 15 points in that first half.
Rattles in the first one.
Dehan Wiggett up to 11 points now. Meanwhile, for UTS, Alexander Higgins-Teacher 14 points. Tom Buvak up to 12 points now.
Ooh, clean up on 18 on the defensive rebound, finding it off to McNally. Point McNally rocking the headband and the hairdo.
Had some big baskets to get the account open for Melbourne earlier this game. Marked by Aaron Waban. Gets it across now. Dehan Wiggett, a great ISO scorer, sizing up Buvak, storms
Crossing
into the
up,
lane,
good wall up by
gets his
Buvak.
own rebound, and fights through the contact to get that one in.
Like a bull in a
Sticking
china
to
shop, just grabbing it and tussling his way. Clean up on aisle 14.
University of Melbourne sticking with the 2-3 zone. That really threw UTS off in that first half. Waban, kicks it across, but that one's off, and now it's with Rhymes.
Off to the races is Rhymes, finding his running mate off the backboard is out.
Oh, and again, Wiggett with the
Wow.
rebound. Roseby, offside ring, and another rebound by Wiggett.
Good wall up, Waban cleans, and Roseby cooled off a little bit now, missing his last three after connecting 4 for 4 to start the game. Angus Lake in transition, floats it up, floats it in, the flotation device on the lake.
Angus Lake kept his composure in the paint there. Now it's only a 12-point lead for University of Melbourne. Horns action, McNally on the ball.
Ooh,
Sees an
change of
opening and
pace.
takes it, but that one is off.
Higgins-Teacher spikes it, Buvak in transition, Buvak all the way, Buvak scoop diddly-dee. How do you do on a Wednesday evening? Leading to a timeout, Waban is 5 up. 42-52, back to a 10-point game. Buvak.
Raising the roof, and UTS fans are loving it, Garen. They've got to be careful here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall. Of course,
7
we are underground.
points.
You can't raise it too high.
7 points for Buvak here in 3 minutes. Not even. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to be exact. Oh no, 43 seconds to be exact.
10 points in it. At the moment, University of Melbourne still ahead, but UTS, they must have had those free Red Bulls at half-time because they are running like bulls out there. And no, we're not talking about the Inner West Bulls, which this team is stacked of. Meanwhile, for the University of Melbourne, got to look to stop the turnovers. Wiggett came out pretty aggressive to start the second half, getting back-to-back baskets, mainly from those offensive rebounds. So UTS got to look to tighten up the boards, but meanwhile, if you're the University of Melbourne, keep that energy and effort going, because on an away game like this, once you can shut the crowd up, try to get a bit of momentum, then they can pretty much seal this game off. But there's still plenty of action to come here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall. 10 points in it, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
What a bounce back, what a turnaround, what momentum, what a game it has been so far. And it's like not even 2 minutes and 43 seconds of action.
Smart timeout by Coach Sean King for the University of Melbourne. Slow it down. That worked really well earlier in the game.
Let's see what they run here with Wiggett.
Also, UTS psych out the man-to-man. Now they're going to go with the 1-3-1 zone.
Sizing up his defender is Wiggett.
Wiggett
weighing out his options.
In the post now, Garneau takes a baseline and just over the fingertips. Garneau, no worries.
Wow, instincts. A quick little finish, catching Higgins Teacher off guard. The shooter is Lake. Finds Higgins Teacher, one bounce, driving in, drawing contact. So quick. Keeps you on your toes at all time.
Yeah, and good entry pass from Aaron Waban. Just said, here you go get it. Go and get it. That's all you need to do with Alexander Higgins Teacher. Just give him the ball, he'll make a shot.
Where there's a will, there's a way for Higgins Teacher, and he finds a way. Whether it's getting to the free throw line, spotting up from three, or just catching a body or two. Throwing it down, and subs, who we got?
Back on the court now for the University of Melbourne. Then Bennett check back in, as well as Cooper Eves. Had a super impressive first half, Garen Cooper Eves.
And Higgins Teacher on the second one here. Can he get it to go? And he does. Cashes in.
Here we go. Yeah, so Cooper Eves had solid 6 points, 4 rebounds in that first half. Great contribution off the bench.
Point Wiggett. Setting up the table. Finding his running mate, JB. Back to Wiggett.
Rhymes now. Gets the screen from Roseby. Got to watch those pick and pops from Roseberry, but now it's Wiggett, the danger man.
The double hand wall
The cornet block.
The cornet blocks now for Higgins Teacher. 3 or 4 blocks here. Timing and instincts.
AHT denied on the other end by Wiggett. Kenny Wiggett. Yes,
wow. Wow. Return to sender.
Rhymes now. Oh, step back.
Quick trigger. Maybe rushed it a little.
Oh, are they going to call that one out of bounds? Thought it might be a little foul for the push-off. Dare I say, Jackson Bennett, got the kind of AFL player build out there. Now, I'm not too familiar with AFL, unfortunately. One of those small kind of pests.
Yeah, Lieutenant Bennett just doing it all out there, so.
Aaron Waban from deep. Oh, that one's off back ring.
Matter of time. That's okay, Waban. Next play. In transition here, JB.
Rhymes taking on Aaron.
Ooh, the baseline pop shot midi. Pure. Quick trigger. Excellent.
Yeah, really holds on to that release. Lets his defender drop a little lower. Gets a nice open shot on the baseline.
JR. Beautiful.
Higgins Teacher on the baseline. Ball fizzing around now in the corner. Buvac. That one's off. Jeez, Rhymes didn't have to do anything to get that rebound. Now it's Wiggett.
UTS change.
Wiggett gets the screen from Eves. Roseby. Bennett. Roseby on the step back. That's really testing it out. That one ends up in the sandstone.
So now 50%, 4 of 8. Made his first 4, missed his last 4. Much tougher looks here for Roseby.
Yeah, that's been the big. That's been the big difference, Garen. I mean, Rosebery's threes in the first half were pretty wide open of pick and pop actions, ball movement, maybe forcing it a little bit, but you don't mind that from your star player, especially when he's shooting like he is tonight.
Higgins Teacher, what can he do to operate? Crosses up, spins, flips, no contact.
Milan under the basket. Buvac attacks the closeout, hangs up and under, and in for Tom Buvac.
Gliding in the air, Clyde the Glide Buvac.
Bennett Gets the screen from Eves. 1-3-1 zone, giving you
Ooh, the
University of
back
Melbourne a
cut.
bit of headaches, but no.
On the baseline, the reverse
Rhymes.
rapid recess counter. Rhymes like dimes, dropping it in. Shades of MF Doom on that one on the finish. Beautiful.
So that's going to send Joel Rhymes to the line now. Garen, another stats nugget, 25 points.
Wow.
25 points against the University of Sydney last week.
25 piece. Nugget.
So important for that win. Played his junior basketball with the Diamond Valley Eagles and also played NBL 1 for them, but now playing Big V for
Shout
Melbourne University.
To the Diamond Valley Eagles. Another great association. Aaron Waban here. Let's see what they run. UTS. 4:20 on the clock.
Yeah, UDS don't want to get this one beyond 10 points going into that fourth quarter. Milan, that one's off. And that one is going to stay with UTS. The men in teal and black get it back. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Shout out to the beautiful photography on the baseline for your UTS Sports. Go check them out later.
Yeah,
what action?
The Photography Society do great work here at UTS. And getting the steal there, Wiggett. Oh, and
back to UTS, changing momentum, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. UTS ball here, 14, reset on the clock. What did they run? We'll find out.
Uvac now gets a screen from Higgins-Titcher on the step back to Lake.
Lake, all that follow through. Ooh.
Ooh, Lake, that one's off. Uvac.
Trying to find his running mate, whips it, Angus Lake.
And Lake draws the foul. So that's what you like to, Billy Saraf will be happy to see that. Angus Lake needs to get that engine revved up if UTS has any chance of winning this grand final.
Rhythm free throws here for Angus Lake. See if he can get a couple free throws, knock them down. See the ball go through the net a couple times for him. That really builds your confidence up.
14 points in it at the moment as Angus Lake heads to the line. Played junior basketball and Waratah basketball for a few different clubs, Hills and Bankstown, but now tearing it up with the Sutherland Sharks down at the Shark Tank. So yeah, a Lake in the Sharks. So yeah, Billy Saraf not happy about something. We can hear him from over here.
Not happy at all. Trying to discuss it with Matt Tiragodes. Wow.
As the defense chance goes up, Wiggett is going to try and tell the crowd to be quiet. Bennett attacks the closeout.
One
Roseberry
dribble, spots up.
Oh, swells in with the caramel, Garen. That one was sweet.
Caramella Koala from behind the arc. Swirls it in. Beautiful.
Lake to Waban on the baseline now. Always crafty, finds Buvac. Great at attacking those closeouts.
Oh, the European
Eurostep.
float shot, drawing contact.
And that's going to send Tom Buvac to the line. Such important part of the game, Garen. You don't want to be this far down going into the fourth quarter. You want to try and keep it within 10 points at the moment. Keep it with 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Roseby with his 5th triple of the night. Now 5 of 10 from behind the arc, shooting it at 50%.
And a few USyd players in the crowd here. Robbie Moore, Waisha, Lamport, he's in the building as well. So Tom Buvac on the line now, playing Youth League and NBL 1 for Sydney Comets.
Yeah,
string music that one.
His Comets teammate is Waisha, and supporting his teammates, supporting his brother, I should say, is Josh Bain.
So into the game now, Harry Ballhausen, can he hit some bang-bang threes? He's one to watch out for, number 2 in the corner.
Good call. Harry Ballhausen, another one of those dark horse players, off this deep UTS bench. Maybe he can let it off going. UTS still yet to hit a 3. Very uncommon of UTS in transition. Giddy up.
Finds Bennett in the corner. Shows and goes on Waban. Oh, off to Eves and foul.
And says good evening on that one. As he gets to the free throw line to put more cherries on top of this game.
So Eves has the chance to put it up to 8 points for the evening.
Yeah, we got some of the fans trying to psych him out. Waisha just trying to psych out his free throw routine. That one works by Waisha.
Cooper Eves on the line now. Melbourne Uni, Big V product.
Stack talent. It's Cooper Eves.
There we go. And posting up, Wiggett has been so effective on those boards.
Stick Wiggett.
Ducks through mini baby hook.
Wiggett.
Getting jiggy Wiggett.
Uh-huh.
So 2-3 zone still for University of Melbourne. Milan yet to score this afternoon. Gets it to Waban. Oh, that one's just off. Higgins-Titcher with the rebound. Hangs, draws the contact.
Skyrocket. Higgins-Titcher.
Oh, sorry, no.
What?
I'm going to cut one University of Melbourne's way.
Okay. Change of call. Wow.
So UTS doing a little bit of full court press action, but Wiggett, no problems for him. Throws that one at the backboard. Higgins-Titcher can't get that one. And bodies flying everywhere. Ends up with Bennett. Three's up. Three's off. And Higgins-Titcher gobble on the rebound.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Like he's on a trampoline or springs in his shoes.
Higgins-Titcher swings it across. Buvac always attacking the closeouts.
Finds it.
Ballhausen
has the baseline to operate.
Stripped there. Great defense by Bennett. And it's gone back to UTS. Now with Buvac.
Trying to split the defense. Attack to the rack. No contact. Wow. UMM with the ball in transition.
So foul by Surigotis here. I think they, call that a holding foul.
Unsportsmanlike, says the official. Leading to free throws and possession, most likely.
Buvac, not happy with that one, the Trinity Grammar product. So 64 to 47 now. With a few UCID players in the house. Of course, they had the chance to be in the grand final, but they got knocked out in the semis to this University of Melbourne team, which led to the grand final here, UTS versus UCID. So, not too sure what happened there, Garen. I think they call on Sportsmanlike a bit of arguing on both sides. So, Tom Buvac is going to go to the line now. University of Melbourne players aren't too happy about it. They know what's on the line here.
The heart and soul of this UTS team so far in this game has been Thomas Buvac.
So there we go.
Build some energy and look at the baseline.
UTS done a great job getting to the foul line to try to stem the bleeding, but University of Melbourne just been overpowering. It's mainly been the effort and energy plays. Getting those second chance baskets, crashing the boards, and also playing a real tight defensive game, University of Melbourne. Coach King prides himself on that. Locking down, so you don't have to put the hard work in. 64 to 49. And the University of Melbourne fans starting to pipe up here. Buvac
off the head fake. Finding it back to the big bad beast. Spotting up. This time, can you get it to go?
Oh, that one's off. Baston cleaning that one up, but that ends up with Wiggett. He's been everywhere this afternoon, Garen. You see, I got 4 steals last week against University of Sydney.
Energy.
Bodies flying everywhere. Buvac running it up now.
Rack attack. Buvac, number 9.
Surveying the court, and that one is out.
Just getting an update on the Sydney Uni game and the females playing there. Checking in the UTS versus Melbourne game, so just down the road they're playing.
Ballhausen on the ball now, yet to get a shot in this afternoon, kicks it into the corner. Ben Baston drops the shoulder like Chris Sandow and called for the charge.
Wow. Charging, barging, thrudging. Referee says that foul is offensive, leading to change in momentum. UMM basketball substitutions checking in.
And you're probably feeling it.
Nichols.
Hunter Nichols, good to see Hunter Nichols finally getting minutes this afternoon. The North Bears Youth League player onto the floor. Hit some clutch threes against Sunshine Coast only 3 weeks ago, which secured the top spot for UTS on the ladder. So Hunter Nichols, definitely one to watch. But you can probably feel it coming through your television sets or your computer or, the Unisports app at the moment. The energy in the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall is electric.
University of Melbourne brought their rain-making abilities with them here. Just raining from behind the arc. Drilling it, thrilling it, and killing it. And good to see him playing with such high energy and momentum. It's not even their home game, and look at the energy they come out with. Come out with a bang, with Wishka, and we got the crowd giving absolute crap to the players here. No let up, just talking smack.
I know, so a couple of UCID in the building.
Damn.
Robbie Moore proving that his mouth is bigger than his shot. So
I love it. No, I love it.
Yeah, that's good energy.
So good.
That's lovely. And a couple of University of Melbourne fans in the crowd as well. So great to see them coming up. and yeah, supporting their team. And they've had a lot to cheer about this evening. 64-49, 1 minute to go in the third quarter. This is money time. University of Sydney really want to put their foot on the neck here.
Ooh, spotting up
Rhymes
from deep.
Oh, that one looked good, but it is off. Ballhausen with the rebound, gets it over to Buvac. Buvac surveying the court, checking the pulse, gets it over to Hunter Nichols.
Hunter Nichols,
Buvac,
someone to watch out for too.
yeah. Oh, and Buvac yet to get a three this afternoon. Speaking of shooters, Hunter Nichols gets that one across the Ballhausen, blocked by Wiggett, but staying with it. Ballhausen fizzes it across. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Operate. Trying to draw contact, doesn't,
Oh,
banks it in.
excuse me. Why, I kissed the glass, says Tom Buvac.
Pulling out the Windex, cleaning the backboard. It says, I'm going to bank it in off a little head action.
Wow, that was very important. Gets it to a 12-point margin now. Wiggett on the ball.
Ooh, crosses up, crosses in, kicks it out. 8 on the clock, backs down against
Eves,
Teacher.
the step through, fancy footwork, and cleaned up by Matt Roseby.
Off the Garden of Eve cleanup. Beautiful.
10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. UTS would love to finish with a basket here. Buvac blocked in the corner, and defensive effort paying off for University of Melbourne.
Just landed hard there.
Yeah, got kind of caught mid-air. I'm not too sure if they're going to call foul, but that one was all ball just to throw him off his balance there. But Tommy B,
Hopefully
looking like a wounded warrior out there.
Yeah, he's a huge loss. You don't want to see him get injured. That's tough. That's tough.
66, 252. Buvac down on his haunches at the moment.
That's unlucky.
And what an important part he's been of this UTS squad. Their second leading scorer behind Alexander Higgins-Titcher. So yeah, definitely one who could be in Team of the Year, Tom Buvac. He's going to walk this one off. He doesn't want to miss out on this grand final. Rising to the occasion.
Yeah, that last block sponsored by Pentel, your official block partners of today. And at the free throw line, good to see him get there.
So
Not happy
Tom
with
Buvac,
the call.
first one's off. Because Tom Buvac last season played with a youth league for the North Bears, now with the Sydney Comets. That one's off front ring and rings out. Great rebound there by Rhymes.
Throwing at the length of the court. Almost had it, almost didn't.
So
that leads you to 66-52.
It's tightened up a bit in that third quarter, but it's still all University of Melbourne as we go to the break. UTS looking to climb back into it, but can't get stops at the moment, unfortunately. Mainly because of the work of Dahan Wiggett-Garran.
14 points is not a whole lot. Couple threes, get some momentum. And that's unofficially sponsored by Genius Sports, your official partners of Unisports. Thank you for Unisports for streaming these games, giving the opportunity for people from Melbourne to watch this game, or people that couldn't make it here down at the Ross Melbourne Sports Home. We got the trophy, this beautiful looking Unisports UBL Cup. Who's going to take it home tonight? 66-52. You can generate momentum in this last quarter for for UTS in this last 10 minutes.
Yeah, and last year it was the University of Sydney men taking out the championship.
Yeah, on Josh Payne's 10 threes.
Oh, incredible. So who can have their Josh Payne performance for either of these teams? It's looking like Wiggett at the moment. He's killing it. I mean, Roseby was the story of the first half.
Threes.
Now it's Dahan Wiggett that's really lighting it up. But meanwhile for UTS, looking to get to the free throw line in that third quarter. So smart play, but they really need to get stops here because the pressure that their leaky defense is putting on their offense at the moment is kind of getting into their head psychologically.
Spot on. You want to see UTS get to the free throw line, clock stopped, generate some points, energy plays, transition plays, no let up. New quarter, new mindset, don't look at the score, next play mentality, and your quarter to round off this last quarter for UTS. We got Alexander Higgins-Titcher, Thomas Buvac, the big bad beast that is Ben Baston. And we got Hunter Nichols to go along with Ballhausen, Harry Ballhausen, that is at number 2.
Meanwhile, for the University of Melbourne, they're going to stick with Jackson Bennett. Joining him out there is Dahan Wiggett. We've got Matt Roseby in there as well. And I can't quite see. There we go. Who's hiding there? Cooper Eves, the impact man off the bench. He's also out there. So interesting. Josh McNally, again, not starting the quarter. We'll see if he gets clutch minutes. He's had a great game so far. But Garen, here we go. The last quarter of UBL basketball for the 2023 season. This is going to be a tight one. Can UTS claw it back, or will the University of Melbourne take home the silverware?
Off the left drive.
Oh, Buvac with the cutout there.
In transition, Buvac, the European style finish. The jelly, the slickery, the gliding in the air.
Wow,
Fly like an eagle, says Seal.
Oh, hey, don't mind that. Rhymes looking for options, gets it back to Roseby. Wiggett on the ball now. Buvac's marking up at him, almost picks his pocket, ignores it. Wiggett hangs, bangs, that one's just off. Hunter Nichols on the ball now, kicks it ahead, Buvac.
Wow, charging.
Buvac trying to find Higgins-Titcher, ball on the floor. That one ends up with the Wiggett. He's been all over the place today. Roseby kisses that one off the glass like a kiss from a rose, Garen.
Roseby with the finish. Roseby.
Incredible work by the big man, showing his versatility out there. Can shoot, can run the floor, can post up, can rebound, can defend. He could do it all.
Extra.
Buvac thought about the three, hassling defense from University of Melbourne. Higgins-Titcher under the basket, scoop to the hoop, and they're going to call that one on the ground. Everyone take it easy for a bit.
Yeah.
This is not used to, I'm just not used to seeing Alex Higgins-Titcher on the ground, Garen. He's normally up there in the skies, flying way above.
First class too.
So back into the game, the big man, Gargano.
A little Melbourne pancake stack action brought to you by Pancake Parlour. Go check them out in Melbourne. Beautiful district down in, where is it?
Carlton?
No.
Collingwood?
Oh, near Chatston actually, or near the Marriott
near
Hotel.
Chatty. Okay.
Near the Marriott Hotel. Spotting up.
Deep, Tom Buvac, that one's off. Ben Baston cleans that one up. Gives it to his inner west teammate, Harry Ballhausen.
Can he get the first three for UTS?
Ring.
Still, UTS yet to hit a three.
The shooting issues for UTS continue. 58 to 54. Rhymes. Oh, couldn't get the lid off the basket on that one. And that's going to go UTS way now. 68 to 54. What a tight match we got on our hands. But all University of Melbourne at the moment, 14 points is the margin. Harry Ballhausen, can he do something about that? Hunter Nichols as well, another sharpshooter.
Ballhausen off the drive. Ballhausen all the way.
Thought he was fouled, but great ball up by Kai Garneau.
No, sir, says Kai Garneau. Substitutions, Waban and Lake. Hunter Nichols checking out, and most likely, yes, Ballhausen.
Harry Ballhausen.
8:12 on the clock.
I was just about to say that. Oh, no, I was going to say 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sorry, confused me there. Stack action for UTS, get into Ben Baston. So they normally like running this, Garen. They run a bit of a stack action, then the person who receives it, which is going to be Ben Baston, will set the screen
for...
Episode
5, Season 6?
Yeah, we'll set the screen for Waban, but he ends up with it here. I think they read that one. University of Melbourne, Waban. That one's off the front of the ring. Here we go. Higgins-Titcher back to the Lake Show.
Get it. Spotting up this time. Lake. Still, UTS unable to get the lid off the ring from behind the arc. A lot of great looks, but just, it's one of those nights.
The defense chant goes up as Bennett looks to probe into the paint. Garneau now, the big man, head of steam, picked off by Waban. That one's to Tom Buvac now.
Buvac again to the rack.
Takes the contact. Higgins-Titcher, one-hand rebound. Buvac in the corner, pump fakes. Now driving baseline.
Kicks it out to Lake. Lake off the drive.
Higgins-Titcher's going to try a three. That one's off.
Yeah, again, trying to get the lid off the rim. Good driving kicks, but just tough.
Oh, and another handsy defense. So back-to-back turnovers forced by UTS. But can they get it going on the offensive end? Buvac, shimmy shakes. One hand pass, Lake in the corner. No, don't worry about it. They're going to call foul on the ground as Aaron Waban went to attack there. So Andrew Canning's calling that one.
Substitutions checking in. Milan Svetanovsky. Well, and checking out is the big bad beast, Ben Baston.
But a lot of credit has to be given to the University of Melbourne's defense in this game as they call a timeout. 14 points in it at the moment, 68 to 54. So 7 minutes to go, so plenty of time for UTS to come back, but the way in which the University of Melbourne's playing, you've got to think they're a pretty good chance of taking out the grand final. Obviously, don't want to speak too soon. However, they are in red-hot form at the moment, mainly thanks to Dehan Wiggett.
7 minutes is still plenty of time. Don't want to count your strawberries before they bloom. So there's still plenty of time in this game. And it's a game of runs. All it takes is a couple threes. I know UTS haven't gotten good off the rim. They've had some good looks. Bands had great looks. Lakers great looks. Thomas Buvak has had great looks. Higgins Teacher has had great looks from the corner. Just been unlucky.
How are my looks?
Oh, good. And your good looks are sponsored by Earth's Bounty. Snacks to go. Bit of roasted walnuts here.
It's very vibrant. Okay.
Sponsored by your Melbourne Deli grocer down in Chatston.
Yeah, love a bit of chatty. Second shout out of the evening. 14 points is the margin at the moment. So going out there for the University of Melbourne, they're going to stick with the same lineup. Bennett, Garneau, Eves, Wiggett.
Jackson Bennett, yeah.
And yeah, that was it. And meanwhile, for UTS, we've got Lake, Higgins Stitcher, Waban, Svetinovsky, and inbounding the ball, Tom Buvak.
And we have a Higgins Stitcher dunk! Raise the roof of the inbounds play in the Ross Milburn Sports Centre.
Oh, that was about 10.5 on the Richter scale, and that's really got UTS fans back in it. So a bit of press action from UTS now. They're going to try to force more steals. Garneau kicks it out.
Flight 7 on the runway off the
Rhymes.
baseline. Wow.
That one's off. Aaron Waban. Over to Buvak. Very dangerous on that baseline, but has that one picked off. They're going to say UTS ball.
Ooh. 12 points in it. UTS ball on the baseline. Good energy played there to get some hype in this building. It was getting quiet for a little bit there. Need the energy back here. Need the noodle paddles out. Need the little cardboard head cutouts, whatever you want to call them. Get the energy back. 12-point game.
10 seconds on the shot clock. That one's off everything from AHT. Wiggett with another rebound. And the handles as well. Jeez, Wiggett, what a performance he's had this evening, Garen. So is this man, Bennett, been excellent off the bench and playing starters minutes at the moment.
Oh,
Rhymes.
Bouncy action, deflects the pass, Lake, giving UMM 8 on the shot clock to operate. Let's see what they're running with 8.
Bennett, always aggressive, kicks it out to Rhymes in the corner. He loves that spot.
Ooh,
for a reason. String music.
The rotation on the
It's
ball.
beautiful.
The spotting up and spotting in. Big 3 and much needed for UMM.
Lake now.
Can we get the response here in the corner?
Skip past Buvak, gets his defender off the ground, tries the 3.
Back.
There we go.
Buvak with the response back. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay, shooters on the loose here at Broadway. So stay inside whatever you're doing and stay tuned to this game. Eves now gets it to Garneau in the post. Garneau, in 6s and 7s, but still got the ball. Higgins Stitcher gets a second bite of it. Milan ends up with it. Wayband, kick ahead pass to the Lake Show.
Oh, Angus Lake.
Driving aggressive. Wiggett with another rebound. Oh my God. He's just got super glue in his hands.
Good
Wiggett.
wall up. No travel, says the ref. Offensive foul leading to UTS ball. Momentum. 5:15 on the clock. Ecstatic energy here. What?
Wow, you can really see it on the players' faces out there and in the body language. They're exhausted, Garen.
That's an understatement.
The starters getting a lot of minutes here, but speaking of which, Garneau is going to take a well-earned break.
Well, Waban here, 5-12, whips it, shooter, spotting up. Oh, almost
just
panked it
rims
in.
out.
Wow.
Buvak would have loved to see that one go down. 12 points in it at the moment, 71-59. Bennett, his energy has been contagious out there for the University of Melbourne. So is this man, Rhymes. Roseberry, huge 3. That one's just off. And Lake ends up with it.
Big
Buvak
possession
now.
here for UTS.
So
Huge
4:40 to
possession.
go. 4:40 to go in this game. The Lake Show.
Off a head fake, spinning, wheeling, dealing, turnover, handsy defense. Deflection, whatever you want to call it. UMM with the ball here. Huge stop.
The show and go. Roseberry with a huge floater. That one's off. Buvak How about the energy on
Turbo
Tom
Jets
Buvac?
by Buvac.
Scoop
English
to the
is
hoof.
off. Wow.
Bennett now. Jackson Bennett, so steady this game. So steady on the ball. He's over to the danger man, Wiggett. The 1-3-1 zone from UTS. Trying to absorb this pressure, but Rhymes.
Good defense so far. Not allowing
Rosebery.
clean space. 5 to operate. Crosses over, step back. Lake on the closeout.
Oh, that one's just off. Ending up with it now, Tom Buvac. He's had a Red Bull or two before this game because he has not given up out there, Tom Buvac. The energy, the
Baseline.
effort, that Energizer batteries. So timeout now, Garen. Going to chill the game out a little bit.
What a game.
71 to 59.
347. It's probably one of the last few chances UTS has to really build some momentum. If they can get a quick three or a little dump off action for a dunk for Higgins Teacher off this out of bounds play to give him some energy, awesome stuff. Good timeout, and it's a crucial point of the game here for UTS to try to crawl back into it, or for UMM to just put some icing on this beautiful cake on a Wednesday night.
They showed great composure in their game against the University of Sydney, University of Melbourne in that semi-final. I mean, University of Sydney is a stacked team, and this Melbourne team just held on, ended up beating them by a good margin in the end. So we know they're a classy side that can really finish strong. Garen, a lot of these players have such good experience across multiple leagues, so they've had a ton of games this season, as well as games together in the Big V and in UBL. And for me, Garen, it's going to be Dahan Wiggett. I mean, he's been doing everything this evening. The rebounding, the defense, the scoring, as well, Garen, as the danger man, Matt Roseby. You think Matt Roseby's going to be looking for that dagger three sometime soon? Because we've only got 3:47 left on this UBL season. Kind of sad. Really enjoyed it this season.
Yeah,
but
it's
we've
been
got
a great journey. It's been great to be a part of this UTS Sports Club and part of Uni Sports, and hopefully more future opportunities.
Milan with a baby hook. And that one's just off.
UMM with the ball here. 3:39. JB kicks it out here.
Yeah, the ball movement has just been, look at this, barely any wasted dribbles. It's all just
Wiggett.
passing for
Whips it.
Melbourne. Rhymes splits the defenders all the way in.
Can I get some butter with that roll on the slithery finish? Down.
Yeah, sailing on the bays there, 73-59. That's a crucial basket from the
Buvac.
Iceman Rhymes.
Buvac to Waban. This one is pure. Pure.
And he says, finally after that.
And back to the game, 11 points. Down. The European
Bennett,
finish.
the backhander, like Serena Williams on that one.
JB pulling out his European passport and taking a trip to the basket.
Buvac swings it across now. Milan.
Back
Waban
to back
from the same
threes.
spot. That
Oh.
one's off the back ring. Waban ends up with it in the end. So second chance here for UTS. Draws the contact, going to the basket. That one is off. So UTS really going to have to start scoring soon. But University of Melbourne doing a great job defensively without fouling. Wiggett spins. Oh, Higgins Teacher almost gets that one. That one's off Louis, the Brock man.
Just wants to give him a hug and be like, yo, man. That's
Let him know, Buvac.
chill. Almost had a still in transition.
big
UTS ball.
A big shout out to Louis Brockwell. I'm sure his dad Simon Brockwell's watching it.
Yeah,
North
and
Sydney Bears legend.
Don't listen to him. That can't hit
This
shots.
fourth quarter sponsored by Salisbury Pale Ale Pear Flavor.
Yeah, bringing the energy for
Shout
your
out to Robbie
fans.
Moore, bringing the energy from behind us here in the fourth quarter.
Buvac, Crafty splits the defenders, pops that one up offside ring, going for it again, and Wiggett another rebound. Dahan and running the fast break finds Rhymes, attacks the late closeout.
Ooh, playing a patient, the spark plug.
Oh,
Oh, my
Rosebery.
God, almost had it.
That
Damn.
one's just off. So just under 2 minutes to operate here. Can UTS claw it back, or will the University of Melbourne prove to be too classy? They're putting on a lecture here, Garen, really playing well. Svetanovsky with the hockey assist from Alexander Higgins-Teacher. Within 11 points now. Got 1 minute 40 remaining in this UBL season. Thank you for joining us, not just for this game, but for every game this season. We've got a very loyal fan base out there.
Screen action. Whips it. 9 on the clock.
Wiggett.
Bully ball in the corner. JB Express on the midi pull-up.
Bennett. Oh, okay. Gonna have to go fast here, UTS. Unlucky there from Bennett. But Buvac taking on his defender into the rack. That one's off. Second chance also off. Fighting for the rebound. Milan Svetinovsky with Bennett. But yeah, Bennett looking like a ruckman out there.
And fighting over it like two kids in a candy store. No let off. 75-64.
75-64. Yeah, interesting point from behind us. I mean, University of Melbourne have been running a tight rotation, only running about 3 men off the bench this afternoon. Timeout on the floor. Coach Billy Seraf wants to talk it out. 1 minute 17 to go in this UBL season and the grand final. 11 points in the end. 11 points in the game at the moment. Very tight.
Anyone out in the crowd want to headbutt Matty Waisha? Matty Waisha's calling for a headbutt from the Melbourne bench, so just playing for a headbutt is Matty Waisha. Anyone in the crowd, 1-800 Matty Waisha for a headbutt.
Yeah, I'll go check him out at the Sydney Comets game. Speaking of which, Garen, it's all been Tom Buvac stepping up for UTS in this last quarter, but really, Dehan Wiggett, I know I've mentioned him almost every time out, but he's been so impressive. We haven't seen him play this season, besides obviously highlights and all that, but Dehan Wiggett, he's got to be going places in the basketball world. I mean, he's killing it at the moment. Of course, out of Trinity Grammar in Koo, playing NBL 1 for the Nunawading Spectres. You've got to think after this UBL season, he's going to be getting a much bigger role for the Spectres.
Absolutely, and so he should. Melbourne has great programs down there and building some great shooters. As we're seeing tonight, they're shooting molten rocks out here. Torching this net. Might have to replace it after this game the way they're shooting right now.
But of course, Garen, maybe they're shooting Spalding rocks. Spalding or molten rocks. I think we're using Spalding tonight.
Oh, molten as in the ball.
Yeah. That was a good double meaning there. Nice.
That
So 1:17 to go in the UBL season. Huge grand final here. Melbourne on the ball at the moment. Has that one stripped, but ends up with Buvac. Buvac, head of steam.
Need to play it quickly. Not a whole lot of time. Alexander Higgins, teacher.
Oh, not to panic. Oh, Wayban just keeps that one in, fires it up, and off the ring and back off the wires. That's going to go Melbourne's way. 1 minute to go. 11 points in it. University of Melbourne looking pretty good at the moment. Oh, and Wayban looking to pick the pocket of Wiggett there, but too strong. Lou Brockwell calls that one.
Look at the smile on the guy. We've got
Higgins, teacher trying to hold back his smile as we've got the fans behind us. What a game it's been for both teams. To be in this position, to be where they are, 75-64. 58 on the clock. Gets it off to the JB
Bennett.
Express.
Wiggett now, so in control on the ball. Not looking to foul yet, UTS, just hassling the ball. Oh, and Milan Sadanovsky eventually fouls there. Bit overzealous on the jump.
Chiragodi is signaling the blocking foul.
Rhymes, get him up!
So, 48 seconds, you got to think this one's going University of Melbourne's way. Of course, UTS went down last year to Sydney Uni in the grand final, and it looks like it's going to be back-to-back years, but full credit to this University of Melbourne team. Being one of the informed teams, always in second place all year, and now looking like they're going to take it out with Wiggett.
Rhymes, 8 seconds,
Rhymes.
like a bull in a china shop trying to create some space. Rhymes like dimes, shades of MF Doom yet again on that one.
Yeah, no rhyme, no reason in his shooting. It's going to be the third foul on Waban now.
One more for UTS, bonus situation.
Oh, Wiggett, that chips and chases that one into backcourt.
Backcourt.
So maybe a small window opening here at the Ross Melbourne Sports Hall, but if UTS are going to do it, they're going to have to go fast. University of Melbourne can taste it. They can taste that. Oh, actually, they're going to say taste the champagne on their lips. Maybe a bit of Prosecco on a uni budget.
Alexander Higgins, teacher.
Oh,
with
banks
the
that
bank
one in.
shots.
Okay, all right. Okay, got his account open from the three-point line. Rhymes,
8 points in
not
it.
quite fouled yet. Eves with the ball now. 25 seconds on the clock. UTS eventually
finally
foul. Okay, so not quite in the bonus situation yet. Actually, no, we are. Rhymes on the line now.
42-year-old in the UBL.
So Rhymes had a great season this year, starting a Masters. Yeah, looking to seal the game off. Rhymes, after dropping 25 points on USID, has had another stellar performance this afternoon.
Rhymes, we need you in uni games. Rhymes, we want
Second one up now, 76 to 67. That one's good. So Rhymes possibly putting the nail in the coffin. They're going to call that one UTS timeout for Billy Sharaf. Can he salvage anything here? We'll see, Garen. I mean, it's going to be pretty tough for UTS to come back from this situation.
What a game it's been. Thank you for all your Melburnians checking in, all your Melbourne people.
Yeah, and thank you to all the universities out there
UBL,
for
you've done a great
UBL
job
season.
tuning in all season for
We
us.
can't wait for next season already. I'm already thinking about it
Yeah.
now. Of course, this game isn't over yet, but we'd love to see
Underrated.
some more universities in there. I mean, Macquarie Uni, if you're listening, put a team forward. I mean, ACU, they had a great season this year. So it goes to show that, you know, any team can step up and step into this arena.
No, good to see Melbourne, a team that obviously Melbourne thought they would have been in this position, but not a whole lot of other teams thought. The
Yeah.
resiliency paying off, that Melbourne brand of basketball, they brought the shooting, they brought the energy, they brought the momentum. They weren't even jet lagged. They came here from the get-go, no let up. 77 points is no joke, is no entree. That's a full-size meal with chips, with dessert, with sides, with the gravy, with the mash,
Yeah.
with everything on top.
And
the
Garen, you've got to
extras,
think
the
they're about to
extras.
shut down Lygon Street, because as soon as the University of Melbourne take this one, they are going to be dancing in the streets of Little Italy, they call it, right around the
Dancing
corner
in the
from
rain.
University
From all
of
these
Melbourne.
threes they're hitting, grab your
It probably is
umbrellas.
raining in Melbourne. Anyway, so can UTS get a quick bang three here? They're going to have to move fast, but of course you practice these scenarios in training sessions. So what happened against
Here's a bang one here,
that
possibly.
one's off. University of Technology Sydney is going to try for a Bennett. Full head of steam, keeps it going. So
Contact.
10 points at the moment in 12 seconds.
Just trying to draw out the game a little bit. 2 free throws here for the JB Express. And I'm not talking about your Jack Bentley whiskey. Jack Bentley? Oh, I guess that's a new brand now.
Bennett off the back ring. And what a game he's had, Garen. I mean, was the 6th man off the bench for this University of Melbourne team and has just been handing the ball with ease. I mean, he kind of the offsider of Josh McNally.
Unsung hero.
Okay, there we go. So Alexander Higasicha, 9 seconds on the clock. Lake puts up a long bomb. That one's off. I think UTS is going to let this one go. Hey, congratulations to the University
Wow, what a
of
game.
Melbourne. 77-67. Your 2023 UBL men's champions.
Wow.
Congratulations, and also to UTS as well. What a remarkable season, the minor premiers. But, of course, the boys from Melbourne, the Melburnians,
Wow, it's
get
going to
it
get
done.
loud for them after in the locker room, the celebrations, the vibes, the atmosphere. Melbourne, the away team, coming here and getting the win. What a game it was all day, all game long. So good to see him come out with the right bang, the right energy, the right momentum, the right plays, the right attitude, the right mindset. Brought the shooting here and down. What a game it was. We are out of here. I'll be Garen Cordy. Oh, we can give
No,
give
we're
the
not out of
post-game
here yet.
wrap.
I don't want the
We're not
season to
out of-
finish. We're going to have commentary for like another 3 weeks. Let's keep it going,
We'll
ladies
give
and
the
gents.
post-game wrap. All right.
Yeah, we'll try and get some post-game statistics for you
Yeah.
as we hang around for the ceremony, Garen. We'll try get some stats nuggets from this UBL Grand Final. But there it is, Garen. They've taken out their first ever UBL championship at the University of Melbourne. I mean, I'm sure there's more to come. And congratulations to UTS. I mean, what a season for them, Garen. Players like Tom Buvak, Higgins Stitcher, Svetinovsky as well. And always coached by the great Billy Sharaf. And Angus Lake, great season too. I mean, this UTS boys, they don't look very happy out there. It meant so much to them. But just to make this grand final was a huge achievement with such stiff competition. But they'll be disappointed not to get it. Second grand final in a row that they've missed out on. And we're also going to have the ceremony for both the women's competition and the men's competition. Earlier today, I think
Cheering is UMM, buzzing, electric, ecstatic, energy, and so they should. Coming down here and just no let up. Way to ball out. Way to shoot. Way to shoot. Way to shoot. for none other than Matt Roseby, Joshua McNally, Jackson Bennett, Wiggett, Grinnell, everybody chipping in. The king that is your coach, Sean King, finally gets the crown here. Sets the stone here for your UMM, your University of Melbourne. Wow. What a game, what a matchup it was from the start to the finish. No let up.
And yeah,
The
Garen,
trophy, the beautiful trophy for your men's championship. 2022 Sydney Uni won it. This year it is UMM,
Yes,
your
so
UBL
both
University Basketball League.
Both UBL championships going down to Melbourne. Of course, early today, La Trobe University winning the women's competition over the University of Sydney. And of course, we just had it, University of Melbourne beating UTS. So unlucky for the New South Wales sides today. Couldn't get the dubs in either one. I mean, UTS and USyd, normally rivals, but I'm sure they would have been pretty pushy to get out there, pretty keen to win. But I mean, this University of Melbourne team, what a season! What a season!
Yeah, what a turnaround.
So
in this
La Trobe
finals
as
game.
well.
Took out USyd, a very tough team in the semi-finals. Took it the hard way, got the hard route to the playoffs. Nothing easy and paying off. They are thrilled. Coming on the road, it'll be sour to come and walk away with a loss, but it's going to be a sweet plane ride home from Melbourne.
Oh yeah, or train
Sweet,
ride.
sweet,
Have you ever
sweet.
taken the train to Melbourne? It's like 12 hours.
We have not, but shout out to DK also checking out
Yeah,
the game.
repping his heat
A lot
jersey.
of-
What was
yeah.
that? Number 1. I don't know.
Maybe it's a custom.
Oh,
hey.
maybe Bosch?
Hardaway. Or Chris Bosch.
I've seen the flip out there. So still waiting on some stats to get to you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we'll tell you who the top scorers were, but you can probably guess it was Wiggett and Roseby. So Roseby really came to life in that first quarter, was shooting the lights out at 3 threes in a row. Incredible. That was like Josh Payne mode. But then in the second half, it was all Dahan Wiggett. He just came
Stuck
to
with it.
life as well. And it wasn't just the scoring either, it was the rebounding too. Incredible. Rebounding, defense, running the fast break, setting up his teammates. He's really doing it all.
Playing that Melbourne brand of basketball, unselfish and great.
Are they going to show the ceremony? Oh, sorry. Are you going to show the trophy thing? All right, we'll just keep going then.
So we are staying live for the ceremony.
For the ceremony, Garen.
Beautiful, and so we should.
Yeah, for this beautiful trophy. The men's championship, not named after anyone yet, but they're going to be handing it out very soon. So, and we'll also find out who is the UBL MVP. Yeah, Finals MVP.
We'll see if they do one here. We haven't, or maybe they do actually. I think they did in the past. I believe it was Josh Payne last year after hitting 10 threes. And listen, there's a lot of names here for UMM that could have got it. Matt Revsby hitting 5 threes. That was pretty big. McNally, Wiggett. So many Eves coming off the bench.
Yeah, and of course last year the Nick Floyd was the MVP of this league. We saw him play last week against UTS. So Nick Floyd, 2022 MVP. Garen, who would your pick be for MVP of this University Basketball League season? I mean, just from who you've seen. Not Finals MVP. I'm just talking generally. Look, I reckon. Look, you could give it to Robbie Moore, Mikey Young as well. Yeah, they play pretty well.
Robbie Moore, Mikey Young, Alexander Higgins, teacher maybe, Waban, Lake. Too many options. Too many scorers. Hard to pick. I don't know. It's a tough question, especially when there's a good list of players to pick from.
Yeah, great list of players. I mean, so many talented players. because we accidentally didn't get to see everyone this year. So hopefully we can see a little more home and away seasons. But of course, with study and you know, the travel involved, it's pretty hard to go and see every team twice. But at UBL, going from strength to strength, especially in its third season.
And shout out to Unisports Senior, checking in here to be the award hander out, or the award giver here tonight. The medals, the trophy, this beautiful trophy here for Unisports for this UBL comp.
So we're going to hang around for the trophy presentation. So for both the men's and women's competition, of course, the women's grand final was just down the road today at University of Sydney. And that one was won by La Trobe University. Pretty convincing win over the USyd girls. So congratulations to any La Trobe fans tuning in for this. As we have the stats for the men's game coming in now. So leading the way for the winning team, Matt Roseby. What a game at 22 points and 7 rebounds as well. Cooper Eves, wow, 10 rebounds, 6 points to go with that. So Cooper Eves really cleaning up the boards well. Joel Rhymes as well, 19 points. He played the full game out there, Joel Rhymes, so full credit to him. What an Iron Man. But of course, it was Dehan Wiggett, 16 rebounds, 15 points. What an incredible showing to win the championship for the University of Melbourne. Meanwhile, for UTS, Tom Buvac, captain courageous, 30 points. What a performance for a losing team by Tom Buvac. And Alexander Higgins-Sitcher came through with 20 points, 10 rebounds total, but it wasn't quite enough to get them over the edge. And you got to say, Garen, ultimately it was the defense of the University of Melbourne that got the win there, because Buvac scoring 30 points, Higgins-Sitcher scoring 20 points. Good contributions also from Angus Lake and from Milan Svetanovsky, but ultimately too little too late.
Well, when you got Revsby hitting 5 threes, and then chipping in, what a great effort. Shooting 6 of 15. Wiggett. And he played 40 minutes. He literally played the whole game. As did Joel Rhymes, playing 40 minutes.
Yeah, full game. Told you to have a tight rotation.
He's as tight as an airplane bathroom, apparently, because that was just, wow. Not even three
yeah,
plays,
really rinsed them.
Three
but
plays with DMPs, so really tight. And it paid off. Paid off with a championship. Woo.
Yeah, and yeah, so we're just moments away from the trophy presentation. Might actually grab a play for an interview.
Yeah, we might. Let's get one of the Melburnians here for an interview.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, let's grab. Well, he's kind of might be
Roseby.
MVP. Yeah, Matt Roseby. All right, let's go. Yeah, so a moments away, we're going to grab Matt Roseby for a interview. So stay tuned for that. The big man coming up so big this afternoon. I mean, I've kind of lost words. I just said big a lot. But we're just going to wait for Melbourne Uni to do a quick little hoopla dance, which would be great. So University of Melbourne become the second men's champions. Of course, this is the third season of UBL, but the first one not interrupted by COVID. So last year's champion, University of Sydney. Now it's going down south to Victoria to go to the University of Melbourne. They're going to be singing and dancing on Lygon Street, all up and down Carlton, all the way up to beautiful Brunswick. And yeah, plenty of University of Melbourne staff, officials, players, and even the photographers making the trip up, fans as well. And if you're coach Sean King, you'll be very proud of the performance your team put out there. I mean, Sean King, hats off to him. What a way to adapt to what is a really tough UTS team. I mean, the defensive adjustments especially out there were the X factor tonight for the University of Melbourne. Just moments away from grabbing a player for an interview. Ladies and gents, if you want to follow us, hit us up on 2 Feet in the Paint on Instagram and YouTube. That's 2 Feet in the Paint for UBL, NBL1 and Waratah League action.
Yeah, Roseby. Let's get Roseby for an interview here. Just having that team huddle, and as they should, they are fired up.
Yeah, they deserve it as well.
And yeah, let's see.
Yeah, if Rosie B wants to do
so we have the little posters. Let's have a read of what these posters says.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, we got the clown face action here. Beautiful, stunning artwork done here.
Yeah, about Roseby. Yeah, memes come to life, Garen. They really do. Check that one out. It's pretty funny. There you go. Maybe a clown on the poster, but looked like the Joker out there tonight. It was absolutely deadly.
Well, stay tuned as we got an interview with him. Gonna maybe grab him. We've got time. I'll toss him a couple questions. 5 threes.
Stand around here.
Let me talk this shit out.
Awesome. Hey, congratulations.
We are joined with the champion, now champion, sharpshooter, none other than Matt Roseby. What a great game. Really gave some energy in that first half. Hit 4 threes, hit that big 3 in the second half also. Really building some momentum for your squad. What was first game of the season like now to this point?
Yeah, man, like obviously coming up to kind of like less than optimal seasons. Like we were super hungry this year. We lost a couple like key guys. We were lucky to have Joel back, added a few additions, man. So yeah, we were super hungry at the start, and like honestly from that first game, like we knew we had something pretty special. So it's a long time coming, man, but not a surprise to be honest with you.
Guys like Wiggett, McNally, you guys have really tight chemistry. It really showed here. You guys were fired up. You brought that energy. No jet lag, none of that. You came here in the building and really building some momentum. And what was the biggest MO for you guys this whole season to actually get to this point?
Yeah, man, honestly, like we had something to prove, man. Like I don't think it's a secret. Like we're not the most well-liked team. Like there's a couple guys that I think other teams kind of look to shut down and kind of take a bit personal. So we had that chip on our shoulder from the start, man, and we knew that. And honestly, like we envisioned this from game one. So happy to be here, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a new team, new season next season. So what do you look forward to next season now that you've got a championship win?
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I think we have like a bunch of first-year guys now that have kind of gone all the way through the season, like had that experience. I think that's like honestly invaluable. I don't think you can really trade that for anything. So obviously, like losing Joel is going to be pretty tough, but adding guys like Dahan and Kai and getting them the experience this season, man, it's going to set us up really well.
Such a well-balanced team. Best of luck next season. Best of luck in your basketball career or any future plans. And what a game.
Appreciate
5 threes and way to shoot the ball.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
There you have it, sharpshooter for your UMM, University of Melbourne. Beautiful stuff. And we got James trying to look for someone else maybe for an interview. So stay tuned as these guys get medals, I believe. Or they get medals?
Yeah, I think so. Medals, trophies, and a bit of champagne as well. Oh, sorry, Garen, this is uni game, so it's Prosecco. Or Passion Pop. Yeah, if you're living on that uni budget, you've got to get used to it. Anyway, so we're going to see the trophies ceremony now. We're going to find a way to broadcast that.
Good stuff. Yeah, great job for UTS. Hosting the game here, hosting the finals, and hosting a lot of the UTS games.
We need to keep that applause going for the Basketball New South Wales officials who have officiated as well all of the home games here at Sydney and UTS, and in particular tonight in the finals. Okay, to start off the presentations this evening, I am going to remember to introduce to you Paul McJanet, a Unisport Australia Board Director, who's going to come and help us with the presentations. The first presentation we're going to do this evening is in terms of the MVP for the season in the men's competition. It was a very, very close vote this year. Same as last year, very, very close. But this year, the MVP goes to UTS's Alex Higgins-Pitcher. Free throw average. Congratulations, Alex. Now moving on to the medals. We will start with the silver medal winning team. To me, that was a really spectacular game. I'd like to say well done, congratulations to both teams. I thought it was a spectacular game to watch and really, I think, a perfect example of the season and how close so many of the games have been. So congratulations to both of the teams. We'll start with the silver medal winning team, UTS. Could I call forward the captain of UTS, studying health here, Tom Buback? So I'll hand over to Tom just to say a few words and then we'll pull up each of the players.
Thank you to everyone for coming out today. To Melbourne, you guys. Melbourne, you guys had a really good game. Well done. Enjoy it. It'll be good versus you guys next year. To our boys, it's not the ending we wanted, but we'll be back next year. So without further ado, introducing our players. Aaron. Hunter Nichols, Mohan, Tyler, Buddy, Benji, Ben Baxter, head coach Steve, Spiro, Nico, Tony, Sam, Cash, Aaron, and manager Steve Savage, and SEC Caleb. Thank you.
Thanks again to you today. Moving on to the gold medal, could I call forward the captain of the Melbourne University team, studying the PhD, Joel Ryan.
Firstly, just thank you to the tournament organisers of UBL. Obviously, I've been around longer than most. There's some excellent signage, was pointing out earlier. But it's really great to have a competition like this, like Arise in the last couple of years. And I know the athletes at Melbourne Uni, and I'm sure UTS really appreciate it. And a big thank you to the referees and scorers as well. UTS, you guys are an excellent team. You've been top of the table 3 years in a row now, always competitive. Luckily, we've been competitive this season, which is great, but it's always great to come out and play you guys. You've been a real benchmark. It's a great game today, so well done, and congratulations to Alex on the awesome game. Great to see the season come together. I mean, this team just improved so much over the past few years. Had some enormous contributions from a couple of guys off the bench today, particularly Jacqueline and Cooper, which we don't win that game without. So really appreciate it. So great job to everyone. And finally, thank you to the Melbourne Uni staff, Rod, Tony, everyone else, Ben, that helps organise. We really appreciate the work. So, thank you. Okay, first up, we've got Jackson Bennett. Charlie Cumberledge. Will Broom. Josh McNally. Ben Fuster. Matt Roseby. Leon Wiggett, and Ming Lee, and our coach Sean King.
Thank you, Joel, and thank you again, Melbourne University. Congratulations. I think most importantly, we don't want to forget the trophy. So Paul, I'll get you to present that as well to Joel. I think while they're taking their photos, I'd just like to one more time say tremendous thank you